If you guys could see me right now, I am currently going through stream settings while also jiving to the music. I swear, Touhou music is great, even if you just want to listen to it while doing other things. Especially this game. This game has one of the best soundtracks. Oh, the song ends? I wanted it to keep going. Ah, well. Alright, I think I have everything set up. And I have linked it to a random place. Okay. It has been a while. It has been a while since I have done a game on here. And that reason is because I've been burned out. So I needed to take a bit of a break. But I am back, and on the cusp of Touhou 19 being released in just a day. Or less, I actually have no idea when it's getting released. They say it's 12, they say it's the 13th. I'm not exactly sure which time zone. But either way, I am going to leave the internet until I can get my hands on Touhou 19 the minute it gets released to the public, because I do not want any spoilers until I play it for myself. And you best believe I'm going to play it for the channel. So yeah, and before that happens, let's get back into the series by playing one of my favorite games, Touhou 8. And let's hope the stream doesn't crash on me this time. Because, yeah, I've been having a lot of OBS troubles in the last sessions of Touhoustreams and other games that I've been streaming as well, which is why I had to go into Let's Playing a recording for a couple of weeks, which I am going to return to eventually. I just need to record more. I am currently trying to build a batch of recordings and games so that I can just upload them in bulk and just have a bunch of stuff to have ready. Oh, and it sounds like good news is happening for my friend. Good for him. Good for him. All right. So let's do this. Hey Spirit, getting a little worried about my driver's license. If it doesn't come this week, DMV is going to get an earful. Oh, they better. Otherwise, you can't drive, or you can't go anywhere. And you have places to go. It's important for you to have a license. That's on them, not on you. So we're going to keep this at 7 lives because later Touhou games, they're going to resort us to 2, and that's going to be sad. So we're gonna use them while we have them. Does this game have a MIDI soundtrack? Oh my gosh, it does. Oh right, this is one of the few Touhou games where they had it, where Zune still had a MIDI. I say meaty as if it's like, oh, meaty, it's so meat, so full of meat. No, it's MIDI. He made a MIDI soundtrack for this game, which I guess is what he based the Wave soundtrack on. Either way, we're going with Wave since it's the default, and it just sounds better in my opinion. We're keeping slow mode off because we never used that. Okay, so Touhou 8, Imperishable Night. One of my favorite Touhou games, probably not my absolute favorite, but it is a game where you can tell a lot of love, time, and just overall work by Zune was put into it. This game has a lot going for it. A lot of stuff, a lot of new mechanics and new modes. In fact, we even have a spell practice, which is new for this game. You can practice any spell in any stage, even mid-boss spells. You unfortunately can't practice cooldowns, but you know, the spell cards are the big problems. So being able to practice them whenever you want is great in my opinion. And we'll get into those new mechanics as we go along. So, Perishable Nights. We're going to obviously start with normal mode. That's what we usually go with, because easy is for scrubs. And I am way too weak to try hard mode. This game is themed around the moon and night. So we have New Moon for easy level, suited for those who don't play Touhou very often. Waxing Crescent for normal mode, suited for those who have played Touhou before. First Quarter, hard level, suited for those who often play arcade shooters. And Waxing Gibbous, okay. Lunatic level, suited for absolutely nobody. There's Zune with his classic descriptors of the difficulties. So nice, so nice. And a really big selling point for this game is that you do not just play with one character. You don't just play with Reimu and Marissa and a third random character that shows up in this game. No, you play as teams, because the incident is actually that serious that you need to bring another person with you. So we have Reimu with Yukari. Now, I didn't show her off in Touhou 7 because I haven't gotten to the Phantasm stage, but we have seen her in the fighting game. She's the yokai of borders. She can control borders, which is a very conceptually confusing ability. It has a lot of different factors to it, and basically she's super nigh powerful when she wants to be, or when the writing wants her to be. And she has close connections to Reimu and Gensokyo as a whole, so they're a fitting team. We have Marissa and Alice, who a lot of people probably wanted Marissa and Patchouli, but Marissa and Alice makes a little more sense as they have known each other for a very long time. The Magic Team. We have the Scarlet duo, Remilia Scarlet and Sakuya Izayoi, which is, fitting, Master Servant. And finally, the recent games characters. We have Yuyuko and Yomu. And we are probably going to be playing as those. Oh yeah, and once you complete the game with I think it's all the teams, you unlock the ability to play as one character only. So you can play as Reimu solo, or Marissa solo, or Yomu solo, who's apparently one of the most powerful solo characters, or just most powerful character in the game due to her mechanic. But we're not going to be playing as solo because teams are the important factor here. Today, we are going to be playing as Yomu and Yuyuko. Now, I would be playing as Marissa and Alice because, have you seen me? Have you seen my channel? I am Marissa exclusive, okay? Marissa is me, I am Marissa, that is me. No doubt about that. But, for today, specifically, we're just going to try to be different. And plus, I want to get all the dialogue that we can in this game. And there's a lot of dialogue just for the fact that there are 4 teams that you can play as. Now, you don't get different dialogue depending on if you go with a solo character. No, by all accounts, you are still going through the story as a team. It's just you are only playing as said character. But yeah, 4 different paths. Today we're going to be playing as the Twilight Dweller duo, or Twilight Dweller team, the TDT. A ghost and half phantom living in the netherworld. Overall, they lean more to yokai side. And like usual, these old Touhou games have really small and fuzzy text, so it's really difficult to read some of this stuff. Also, the fact that I have this on window mode so that I can actually be able to capture it does play a factor in it. So we have Yomu, the half-human side. Yomu Kompako. I like that they call her the half-human side compared to all the other human characters. As you see a theme here, you play as a human and a yokai. Yomu being a half-human, though. And Yuyuko being the yokai side. A team's characteristics. The human side of the gauge is half size, and the bomb is awarded if a stage is beaten in less than 3 leaps. So, the big mechanic for the teams in this game is that you play as each character. Yomu, or the human character, is considered your non-focused shot type. Basically when you're not slowing down and seeing your hitbox. When you are focused, you're then playing as the yokai character. And it's like that for pretty much the whole game. Both of them have their different shot types and different abilities. Sometimes they have wide range of speed and stuff. Each character and their yokai is unique. In the case of Reimu and Yukari, they're more of a homing type. Marissa and Alice are considered power type. They have a lot of power to them. Sakuya and Remilia? I don't quite remember exactly what they are. Yeah, they have large graze hitboxes, apparently. They get extra bombs when they lose a life, if anywhere in stock at least. And they have strange shot types. And for Yuyuko and Yomu, I would consider Yomu the focus type to be very spread. But in anyways, let's get into the game so that we can actually see this being played in action. Because, yeah, let's talk about Yomu here. Yomu is a very wacky shot type. One that I am not really all that used to. She is... So, her little phantom there, which is technically part of herself, it is technically her, moves around depending on the direction, the opposite direction of where you are moving. So if I were to move downward, the phantom would start shooting upward, and vice versa. It takes a little to get used to with Yomu. A trick that I like to use is that when you focus to Yuyuko and then you unfocus, Yomu's ghost immediately starts shooting upward. So that's a good way to line her up. And before we get too deep into the game, I have to say that, like, I haven't played a Touhou game since the last stream, which was like 2 months ago. So I may be a little bit rusty. I love this game, but gosh, is it a little difficult sometimes? I know a lot of people say Imperishable Nights is easy, and it is, but that's mostly because the mechanics that it has makes the game a lot more user-friendly, or beginner-friendly, I should say. But yeah, when you focus into Yuyuko, she becomes a full spread type. Similar to another character in a previous Touhou game that we weren't able to play, Touhou 5, once you get her to full power, she spreads throughout the entire screen. It's actually kind of nuts. As someone who's never really played the games, where should I start? That's a good question, Druid. I would say the best place to start is either... Well, it depends on how you want to... How deep you want to dig into the franchise and how accepting you are of using third-party websites, which I should say are safe. It's just depends on your preference. For Touhou 8, which I was going to say is like the best starting point, it's considered lost media at this point if you want to purchase... Well, it's considered difficult to get if you want a physical copy. Touhou 6 is the one that's considered lost media. You kind of have to get a physical copy of Touhou 8, and even then, you need a disk drive. So it's pretty much just, you gotta get it off of the Moreso Shrine website, which is fan-made, but Zune says, hey, it's okay, you can download those games on there. Another game I would consider being a good starting point, and if you want to get into the main series, is Touhou 15, which a lot of people say it's not, but that game has a mechanic that's similar to I Want to Be the Guy. So you can basically restart from checkpoints, and it's actually doable to beat it. Then there's the fighting games, which one of them is on Steam, although you kind of need to play the previous one if you want to understand the story, because it's essentially like a sequel. It's a complicated mess, but really, you can start wherever you want. It's just some of them will be more difficult than the others. But if you want to stick to it, you can effectively learn, and then you can go from there. I would also consider getting into the fan games too, because the fan games are really impressive. I know you played Library Survivor. That's a good one. Luna Nights is a great platformer, Castlevania platformer. Mystia Izakaya is like a cooking sim mixed with slice of life, which is really, really wholesome and really nice to play. Digital is the route I have to go. Sadly, yeah. I've pretty much gone digital too. Some of them are on Steam, but not all of them. Mostly the recent games. You show yourself, the wriggling one hiding in the dark there. Yomu, don't leave me behind here. This is dirty. I don't want to be in this place anymore. What are you saying? The night's very short. We have to find the villains quickly and cut them into mash. As we've established in the last game, Yomu is kinda power hungry. No, I didn't mean... Cut them into mash? Hey, it's Wriggle Nightbug, my favorite boog. Are you cutting them or mashing them? Make up your mind. Now, before you get cut or mashed, tell us which direction we should go. Yomu, save the excitement for when dawn is nearing. I told you not to leave me behind, didn't I? The night only just started. What's with these two? It's like they're not even conversing with you, Wriggle. Oh, there's a big firefly in front of us. Did you not notice her yet? Yomu is... not Yomu. Yuyuko, the one with the pink hair. It's basically just me. It's so spacious. Firefly watching is quite nice, too. Yomu, would you like to take a side trip? Do we really have time for that now? I'll slice this bug to ribbons with my Rokonkin. The amount of bugs that I can slice with my Rokonkin is next to none. You're spending most of the time just talking like this. It's been such a long time since I've seen anyone who wouldn't be pleased to see fireflies. And then we fight! How dare you not want to watch fireflies, you die! So yeah, Wriggle Nightbug. Typical stage 1 boss, not really important to the plot. She has the ability, she's a firefly who has the ability to communicate and control bugs. I'm not sure the extent of that. Actually, I think she can control most bugs, including poison, venomous, and lethal ones. So that makes her a pretty powerful opponent if we were a basic human, which we are not. Heck, Yomu isn't even full human, she's half human. But yeah, the story in this game is that the moon has been replaced with a fake one. Now that's a big step up compared to the last game, which, you know, a huge fog was forcing people to party. And the previous game, which spring was stolen. Then again, the very concept of spring being stolen is kind of big. But the reasons behind it weren't exactly that important in the grand scheme of things. Well, maybe. Depends on what Yuyuko was going to do with said spring. Lady Yuyuko, it takes a while for you to defeat enemies because you don't focus your aim enough. I mean, she has a point. Oh man, the thing Koei could do with this lore. I know, right? You know what? A Koei Tecmo Warriors game with Touhou characters would be amazing. I would love that. My, haven't you ever heard the saying, haste makes waste? I didn't know the alt button pauses the game. That's interesting. Ah yes, we are in a hurry, so where should we go next? Well, how about we see which way this branch falls? Is it really okay? Or is that really okay? Wait, with the way you're holding that, there's really only one direction it'll fall. Round and round and round it goes. Yuyuko plays the fool, but she's actually pretty intelligent and competent. So in this game, we've frozen time. Time is technically being frozen by the yokai's magic. The yokai of this playthrough is being Yuyuko. In other playthroughs is Yukari, Remilia, and Alice. And we're essentially trying to find the culprit who stole the moon and replaced it with a fake one. So yeah, that's the concept of this story. And as we go through the game, time will continue, but at a very slow rate. As you see at the bottom, 11 p.m. and now it is 12. It is 12 a.m. It is now at 12 a.m. So depending on how good you do in the stage, depending on how much time points you get, which is shown in the right side of the screen, you can essentially cut time in half. So if we had gotten enough time points, it would have been 11:30 instead of 12. Now this game doesn't have a traditional continue feature. Instead, every time you die, you extend the time by either, I don't exactly remember, it's either 30 minutes or an hour. And you have until 6 a.m. to solve the incident. Once it becomes 6, it's over and you get the bad ending. So I feel like this is a pretty fun mechanic and it plays well into the story. So why don't we go find who stole the moon? Currently, we are heading in the path to where the human village is, a place that we haven't actually seen yet in the context of Touhou. But it is a very important place for Gensokyo. I mentioned in the fighting game, in Immaterial Missing Power, but the whole concept of Gensokyo revolves around yokai and humans living in essentially in a paradoxal harmony, where in order for the yokai to continue living and thriving, they need fear and belief from humans. And the human village is essentially a place where these types of humans who continuously fear and believe in these supernatural monsters to reside in. essentially in like a box, in a metaphorical box, where they cannot know the truth of this world. They must live in ignorance and fear of everything around them. For if they don't, all the yokai and supernatural beings and gods would cease to exist. And we're heading to that very same village, so as you'd expect, there's probably going to be a lot of humans there that won't really take privy to our visit. In fact, depending on the team you play, we're gonna meet a bit of some obstacles there. But before we get to the village... Oh yeah, Mystia Lorelei. The main character for that fan game, Mystia Izakaya. She is a night sparrow with the ability to inflict darkness on anyone. She also has an amazing singing voice, apparently. Or, actually, no, she doesn't have a... Okay, she apparently doesn't have a great singing voice, but canonically, she has her own punk rock band with another character that we will meet later on in the franchise, Touhou 13. Mystia has a lot going on for her. She owns her own izakaya stand. It's a lamprey stand, I believe, where she sells chicken, or not chicken, it's a fish that is advertised to cure night blindness. But the thing is, Mystia is the one that is causing the night blindness. So she gives passerby humans night blindness, and then she comes in with her stand to sell the lamprey. And yeah, you see where I'm going with this. It's a pyramid scheme, and it is ingenious. And yeah, she does own the punk rock band with Kyoko. She's a great character, and I can't wait to play her fan game. It seems like a really fun time. Wait! But yeah, she does prey on humans, though. She does eat them, which is what a yokai's job is. You're in the way. The two of you aren't hearing my song, are you? Perhaps you're not human? Night Sparrow apparition, Mystia Lorelei. It's nighttime, but I want a sparrow calling, Yumu. Lady Yuyiko, please don't get distracted by this song. That's the cry of a night sparrow. It's one of the most accursed sounds in the world. Cursed? How rude. At the very least, my singing is better than the sound of approaching phantoms, isn't it? Wow, Mystia, way to be racist. Yes, indeed. It's no contest at all. She doesn't care. Please don't agree with her. Yomu, listen. The cries are getting louder. Or, the cries got louder again. I wonder where they're coming from. Yuyiko, really? Jeez. Whether you are human or you were human, it doesn't matter to me. Now the fun yokai festival begins. Okay, Yomu, shall we hurry along? Yes. I suppose we should, yes. But we got to shoot down this bird in front of us first off. Yes, Yomu's got to shoot the strange bird to win. I don't like sparrows, they're too bony. You shall not pass. Oh, she's also Gandalf. Mister, you got so much going on for you. You're a wizard too? Man, you're like the best character ever. So as you might notice in battles, there's these sort of like bird-like objects, these things that thing that I just shot down, that show up with character spell cards and attacks. Those are called familiars. You can shoot them down with your human character, but whenever you turn into your yokai character, they become spell circles, impervious. The strategy of getting a lot of time in this game is manipulating the familiars so that you can shoot down a bunch of them when the spell card is over. Theoretically. Also, to make spell cards and attacks easier, you want to shoot down the familiars so that they will stop shooting enough they won't shoot a lot of bullets at you. And so, there would have been a lot more bullets if I hadn't had Yomu shoot them down. So there's a lot of mechanics in this game. And here's her ability. Hawk Sign, Ill Stare Dive. She's causing parts of the screen to go dark, which is really cool. Mystia's battle is so cool conceptually, even if it doesn't look all that great, because, you know, you can't really see much of the spell card. Night Sign, Blindness, Song for the Night Sparrow. Now there's just a small dinky light around us. You can't even see Mystia. It's thanks to the, Jesus Christ, I can't see her. It's thanks to the, little icon at the bottom of the screen that we can even know where she is. Which is handy. It's very handy. And you do really want to shoot down the familiars before they get close to you in this battle. And Night Sparrow's appearance is going to attract lots of yokai and other things before long. Let's move on before that happens. We have to hurry. Hang on. I got a bone in my throat. So, did Yuyuko just eat Mystia? Didn't you say you didn't like sparrows? It's not good to be a picky eater, Yomu. Yeah, I think canonically in Yuyuko's story, she just eats Mystia. Which is kind of horrifying. But, I mean, fitting. And this is the scene that basically cemented Yuyuko's fanon personality of her being a glutton. Whenever you look at Yuyuko in fanworks, she just eats. She eats anything. And she eats everything in Yomu's house. Which is actually kind of funny. Anyways, stage 3. Memories of the History Eater's home. We have now entered into the human village at 1 a.m., but something has gone horribly wrong. As you see in the background, the human village is gone. And all that's left is this sort of void. Oh gosh. Yeah, I had the bomb there. I am not used to playing as Yuko and Yomu, so their sort of spread-like shot type is a little weird for me. And also, I haven't played this game in a long time, so I'm kind of rusty. The way I usually play Touhou 8 is that I like to shoot down all the familiars as soon as I can, because I don't really care much about time. What I really care about is just surviving. Hello, Kane, or Kaina, or Kine. However you're supposed to pronounce your name, I don't know. I think it's like German or something. Kane Kanawashido, I think. But yeah. She has a cool non-spell. Is it you? Are you the ones trying to attack the village in the middle of this night? What village? There is no village! Oh, seems we've gotten lost in some strange place. Yeah, where are we? There's no point in playing innocent. I can tell you're ominous ghosts. Spiritual birth, first pyramid. So Kane, I'm gonna call her Kane, is a history eater. I don't exactly remember the specific yokai she's based off of. I know it's based off of something. It's something that acts as like a premonitious animal that tells when something bad is going to happen. She's basically Absol. Crap, these ghosts are really something. How cruel, treating ghosts like outcasts, really. Why is everyone racist? Yay, one up. Her ability is... Well, she has 2 abilities. Jeez, I actually ran into that. I don't exactly remember which ones, but her ability as a human, as we saw there, is that she can devour history. So she literally eats history, and whatever was a part of that history seems to disappear? Sounds like a pretty powerful ability, but we don't really know the big scopes of it. So you could say I'm a mix of her and the bookworm. Yeah, I can see you as like a mixture of Yuyuko and Yomu. Not Yuyuko and Yomu, Yuyuko and Patchouli. I like to eat and read stuff, so yeah. If they ever did the fusion dance, you would be them. What business do you have in some place like this? You attacked us before, right? We're just going to respond to that. Half-beast of knowledge and history. Yeah, so she's kind of like a were creature. There's nothing here. Just move along already. It's easy to say that, but we really don't know where we're moving to. Are you just wandering around with no goal? It's kind of stupid. No, Yomu. We're certainly heading in the right direction. All you need to do is go where I tell you to. Listen to me, Yomu. Don't stutter. What is your purpose? To restore this abnormal moon to normal. No, Yomu. We're having our fill of a wonderful nighttime sightseeing tour. You two really are way too suspicious. You two are sus. Yuyuko is sus. I mean, she is. Although phantoms are suspicious at the best of times. Wait, I can't just let you say that. Phantoms aren't suspicious. Man, Kane just being racist here. No. Shut up. That's a good interaction. You two really do seem dangerous. Looks like I have to drive you away from here. Although I don't quite get what you're doing. Hey, Yomu. So far, we've had a bug, a bird, and now a beast. Oh, she knows she's a beast. What are you trying to say? I'll help myself to all of your history. Every last bit, even from before you became phantoms. That's a tall order. Oh, I accidentally skipped Yoyuko's dialogue. Lady Yoyuko, please concentrate on what's happening now, and not what's going to happen later. I think she said something about next we're going to encounter a dragon or something like that. Oh yeah, I shot down one of the familiars. So yeah, she has the ability to devour history. So what she did is that she devoured the entire history of the human village. And this secured the human village from being attacked by any random yokai. Theoretically, the village does not exist at this point. Right now, because Kena absorbed the history. But she can... Apparently, and yes, she is able to, she can bring the history back. So it's almost like nothing ever happened. It's almost like Kane never absorbed the history. Ambition sign, Masakato Crisis. Oh, she's using spell cards based off of Japanese history. So yeah, Kane is like a protector to the human village. She is half human, similar to Yuyuko, or not Yuyuko, Yomu. I keep mixing up those two. She's a half human, half Hakutaku. That's the thing that she's based off of. It's similar to the Japanese Kudan, where they're a beast that can foretell terrible things that are going to happen. Again, like Absol. Kane can transform into her Hakutaku form whenever it's a full moon. And while it is technically a full moon right now... Ooh, there's 3 sacred treasures. While it is technically a full moon right now, it is a false full moon, which is why Kane is not transformed. She's still part human right now. And when she is transformed... Ooh, I did it! Okay, another mechanic, real quick, in this game. There are times where you can get huge windows to use a death bomb, which is a bomb that saves you from losing a life. Yeah, there was a moment there that I could have done. The window in this game is extremely huge. And if you do it in this game, you lose 2 bombs instead of 1, but you don't lose a life. So it's actually pretty handy to do those death bombs. Beasts? Please, milady, you shouldn't treat humans like beasts. Oh, she doesn't know. No, Yomu. This girl appears human right now, but she's a half-beast, kind of like you. Although I think humans are beasts too, so I guess she's a full beast. Damn it! If the moon hadn't been incomplete, I'd never have lost to such phantoms. She's right. Her ability when she's a full beast is that she can create history. I don't know what that means, but it apparently sounds really powerful. We need to go find the moon. Now, next up is a dragon dish. I can't wait, Yomu. Lady Yuyuko, you said you knew where our destination was, right? Somehow I feel kind of concerned. A dragon would have lots of scales, though. Oh no, Yuyuko is going to eat Maluki. Jurid, you have to warn him. She's coming for him. She's entered the forest, the bamboo forest of the lost. She knows that Maluki is there. So yeah, in any of the stories, we just meet up with Kane. She tells us how it is, that she knew that the moon wasn't right because she didn't transform into her Were Hakutaku form. So in order to keep the humans in the village safe, she devoured their history to ensure that they would be... Well, that thing almost hit me. To ensure that they would be invisible to any yokai or villains. So she is a protector. And in any of the stories, we basically just leave her to protect the village. Because, like, okay, clearly you are on the side of humanity, so good for you. You continue to do that. Another thing that they don't talk about in this game is that Kane is actually a teacher who works in the human village to teach human children about things. And even human adults. She's basically the main instructor of the place. This is the bamboo forest of the lost. And it is here where we will find our next culprit. Also, nice touch. The song is in sync with the stage, which is usually the case in these games. But I like this point. Move and I'll shoot. Marissa! I messed up. I mean shoot and I'll move. Right away. Nani? That's strange running into you in a place like this, especially since you're one of the main characters. Ordinary black magic girl. Well, I'm just hunting some troublesome yokai like usual. Troublesome? Do you know who's doing all this then? I'm telling you, even ordinary people could understand that. Also, take a look at the moon in the back. It's like half. It's like somebody cut the moon in half. Also, it's purple. How would no one not notice that? Well then, I understand. How couldn't I, when the one's gathering up this strange air and flying at me? Tomorrow's the moon viewing festival, and we've been waiting for. I already got bored of staring at tonight's moon. Oh, you don't seem to understand. Oh, she thinks that we're the ones who did it. We're the ones trying to stop the night. Yeah, and? That's why I came to kick your butts, ain't it? Okay, so she thinks we're the ones okay, so she doesn't know about the fake moon, but she does know that time has essentially slowed down. So that's the reason why she came here. Oops. Hey you, the black-clothed one. Don't you feel anything when you look at the warped moon behind you? Didn't I just say I got bored at looking at it? You can't look away from reality. Stop looking away from reality, Marissa. You can't hide from your problems. While we're arguing like this, that moon is sinking lower. Don't you understand that things will get really bad if we just leave it be? Aha! An endless night will cause far more trouble for sure. For instance, the bamboo here will grow eternally if the night lasts too long. I don't think that's how it works. Might even reach the moon, perhaps. The nail that sticks out gets struck down. Oh, how would you move if you get struck down? Yeah, I'll move alright. I'll keep on moving until dawn breaks. Oh yeah, Love Colored Master Spark. I love this song. Also, Marissa has one of the most unique familiars in the game. They have super high defense, so they can't be shot down. Good luck. Marissa is a really tough battle. Stage 4 in this game pits you against the two protagonists of the franchise. You either fight Marissa or you fight Reimu, depending on your party. Magic sign Milky Way. Oh no! I'm so used to seeing these spell card names on our side. You know, I'm the one using them. But no, it's Marissa this time and we're fighting her. Oh gosh. Yeah, her spell cards are really, really nasty too. I don't like stars coming in from all directions. Oh gosh, that was aiming straight towards me. Takes my butterflies. Alright, we gotta shoot her down as fast as possible. I think also her familiars take damage for her, otherwise this would be really unfair if you were playing as the human character. Look at this! Look at the wall of stars! I can't even get through that! Marissa, why? I thought you were supposed to be on my side. Stardust Reverie. I hate this spell. I don't like how this works. I don't like it. It twists, and then you gotta get out as soon as you can. Or you just follow it like that. Actually, that was... Huh. Well, now I need to get back to her. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. I managed to use a death bomb, thank goodness. But at what cost? Lady Yuriko, she fled. We should pursue. Or should we pursue? What a bother. I mean, we're already heading that way too, but... So yeah, in like the middle of the battle, Reimu and Marissa just flee. Certainly one of the most unique battles in the franchise so far. I mean, it's fitting. It's climactic. You're fighting essentially the main protagonists of these games. It's even more climactic when you're playing as either Reimu and Marissa and fighting each other. This isn't the first time Reimu and Marissa have fought each other in the main games. Marissa used to be a villain in Touhou 2 until she reformed. And in Touhou 4... Yeah, Touhou 4. The fourth stage is just like this, where you play as Reimu and Marissa and then you fight the opposite of who you're playing as. Ah, stars! Stars everywhere! Marissa has one of the best themes, though. And it's not just me being a Marissa fan, okay? I like Marissa's Love Colored Master Spark theme. I didn't used to like it, but it quickly became my favorite recently. Okay, you shot, I moved. Now the real battle starts here. You're still up for this? The game's already decided, isn't it? There's two of you, so I get 2 tries. I mean, fair enough. Non-directional lasers, which, fittingly enough, she stole from the bookworm Patchouli. Marissa has a tendency of stealing spells from other people. Although she's made it even worse. I didn't like non-directional lasers before, but gosh, the spell card version is even worse because you have to dodge through these giant stars. And the hitbox is like the middle, but gosh, good luck. Okay. Oh, the moon is red. Neat detail. Ash. Come on. Get me out of here. I don't want to deal with those stars. Look at this. If I didn't find that opening, I would have been pelted by a barrage of stars. Now I see what people meant by fighting Azrael. Love sign Master Spark. Here it is. The big laser baby. The Kamehameha of Touhou. And fun fact, another spell that she stole. Ooh. That was a quick death bomb time. You can technically aim the laser. You can stream the laser. Or not stream laser, it's misdirected, that's the term. You can misdirect the laser into a different area, but it's really hard to do so with all these stars shooting all over the place. I can't do this. The way the screen shakes is just really nasty. Now you'd think that would be her final spell, but no, she has a new one for this game. Light Sign, Light Ray, and I was in the middle of a Light Ray. Those lasers are very fast. They spawn very fast. You can't stay underneath her. She will shoot you with her star barrage. Oh gosh, I can't get out. Yeah. Marissa's usually the point where I lose all my lives, but hey, it wasn't that bad. I still have 5 lives left. That's such an awful waste of time. For Phantoms, there's no such thing as a waste of time. Everything's going on as planned. You sure about that? You sure about that? Damn it, what the heck are you two saying? An instant is everything. Everything is but an instant. The time we spent playing with you was inevitable too. Huh? I see a huge mansion in the middle of the bamboo forest. There it is. There's the mansion. Alright, we know where we gotta go now. Yamu, didn't I say it'd be strange to not understand what's happening? Inside there is the dragon dish I've been searching for. I think you're gonna be slightly disappointed. Alright, so it is 3 a.m. We have 3 more hours left, and we technically have 2 more stages left. Let's do this. Welcome to Iente, the mansion in the bamboo forest of the lost, and a place of illusions. A pure cage in the filthy world. Hour of the tiger. Oh, nice. I didn't even notice that it called it certain animal hours. But what is the hour of the dragon? It's probably 6 or something like that. Alright. This place is full of a bunch of bunnies. If you take a look at some of the fairy designs, you can see like bunny ears on them. These are actually supposed to be earth bunnies. I say earth bunnies because there is an important distinction there. This place has a lot of illusions to it. Someone here is messing with us and forcing the place to look a little different. Hence why the hallway seems a little too endless. Also, it's very traditionally Japanese theme. Well, old style Japanese theme. There's a reason for that. And I got walled there. Alright, mid-boss time. Similar to Lily White and Daiose, this is a random character who doesn't have a speaking line. This is Tewi, or Te, however you're supposed to pronounce it. I know it's Te. I sometimes pronounce it as Tewi. I don't have any bombs there, sadly. She is an earth rabbit, and she has the ability to grant luck to humans. She is also incredibly old. But yeah, really, really difficult mid-boss. Eep, eep. Eep, eep. She is technically the leader of all the earth rabbits that are housing inside of Iente. In actuality, she is the household owner of Iente. But she is not the one we are looking for. She's not the one who is causing this incident. This incident is being caused by the people who she is housing here. who are not bunnies and have nothing to do with the Earth Rabbits. But, you know, she kind of just got in our way. Despite, you know, this being her home. Not even saying like, hey, bitch, get out of my home. You don't belong here. Kagome Kagome. This is a great song. It's very emotional, too. Alright, we got a lot of resources from that. You're too late. There she is, Bunny. I've sealed all the doors. You can't take the princess away now. So this is not an Earth Rabbit, actually. This is, in fact, a Moon Rabbit. In a blazer. I love her blazer design. Looks like we finally found the culprit. Well, one of them. This is just a space bird. A space burb! We're far from done, so don't get worked up. Lunatic Moon Rabbit, Raisin Udongen Inaba. Fun fact, all of those titles, Raisin Udongen Inaba, are technically their own separate names for her. She's got 3 individual names, baby. If you got no business here, leave. We're in the middle of something right now. No way. This Moon's incident was caused by you, isn't it? If so, I'll slash you. If not, I'll slash you and move on. Yomu, shut up. Being a little gremlin over here. Moon incident? Ah, you mean the earth sealing spell. Right. The spell of yours is incredibly troublesome. We'll have you put a stop to it this instant. Now, Yomu, go slash her. Go, Yomu. Here I go. What rowdy phantoms. Aren't you going to listen to us for even a little bit? No, they shall not listen. So says I, Aaron. My, I thought we had gas, but it's just some phantoms. White hair? Obsessed with time and manipulation? Sephiroth, is that you? Well, there shouldn't be any guests arriving anyway. Yomu, there's another one. Slash her too. Should I go? Oh, look, you shouldn't tease the poor girl like that. The business with the moon is due to my spell, but it was for the sake of the princess and this girl. So this is Aaron Yagukoro, the one really behind the fake moon. Even phantoms should have at least this much kindness in them. So you're the culprit? I got one less person to slash then. But we want to slash the bunny. But don't get all worked up yet. Udongi, I'll leave this to you. Whatever you do, do not let them take our princess. Whoop. She just flies away. Alright, guess we're fighting Raisin for stage 5. Leave it to me. There's no slashing going on, but I won't let a single one of those doors be opened. Huh? There isn't there... Okay, that's weird. There isn't there much difference between that lady and Lady Yagukoro. The brain has left, and the bird remains. Yomu, you got one less person to slash. Slashing, will do. Yomu's only job is to slash. You've only been thinking of the moon. Gosh, the dialogue is really difficult to read now. Don't you see that you've already fallen into my trap? You've activated my trap card. Nani? Your sense of direction is starting to go insane. You're already unable to fly straight. She's not lying, too. Look at the background. Speaking of which, Lady Yuyiko, why did you call her a bird? She looks like a rabbit. When skinned and eaten, they're the same thing. Remember that? Ooh. Hey, don't tell lies, and don't ignore me. I doubt you'll be able to remain sane after gazing into my eyes. Raisin Udongen Inaba, with the ability to inflict insanity and to manipulate light waves. She has a really difficult boss battle. Look at this. She's shooting bullets at us, and they're slowing down as soon as they get to the bottom of the screen. It's gonna get worse than this, too. Her spell cards are cool, though. Red Light Hypnosis Mind Shaker. She activates her insanity ability. Any bullet that she shoots while the insanity is up become intangible. We are technically seeing them, but they are illusions. So the trick of her battle... I also love her song, too. Really good rock theme, too. The trick of her battle is to find an opening before the insanity effect leaves. Problem is, Yuyuko is really weak and she can't beat Raisin in time. Spell cards take a long time with this team. Now she's shooting barrages of bullets. Oh gosh. So in the context of the story, Raisin is a lunar rabbit, a moon rabbit. She has come from the moon. That's right, baby. Moons and Lunarian people, they exist in this world. Hallucinogenic tuning, visionary tuning, lunatic sign. Second verse, same as the first. So Raisin comes from the moon, similar to Aaron that we just met. And their reasons for taking the fake moon are very complicated. Like this, oh gosh, yeah. I accidentally stayed in a spot where the bullets stayed. Oh gosh, I hate this non-spell. So she shoots the barrages, but they become really enclosed when they get close to you, and you just gotta find the openings. If you're not... The trick of this is to not move much. You gotta move in increments. Loafing sign, life and spirit, stopping idle wave. Yeah. Oh gosh! What I really don't like about that spell is sometimes the bullets end up getting stuck with each other. You get to see... They end up overlapping. And that's a nightmare to dodge through. Jesus Christ, you gotta dodge through a lot like there. Alright, final spell. Spread sign, Moon of Truth, Invisible Full Moon, which is the name of her song. She's not showing you the illusions anymore. They're technically invisible, but you gotta memorize where they are. They move slightly downward. So right here is a good spot. Yeah. Just try to remember where... Okay, dang it. Try to remember where the bullet was before the illusion took place, and then go on that spot. Right here, it's good enough. Yeah. As long as you do that, you end up in the center of... You're safe. You're safe. Okay. So, we have an option here. We can either choose to go to... Wait, what? Go to where Lady Yuyuko says, or go to where Lady Yuyuko says. Okay, Yomu. So we can either go to the final A or final B. That will determine our final boss and our final stage. One of them is a fight with Aaron, the character that we just saw. And another is a fight where we encounter the true final boss of the game. Now, I don't remember which one is which. And it doesn't help that Yomu is saying, like, her options are just either to go with to go with Yuyuko or go with Yuyuko. So I just looked it up, and it's final A. So we're going with final A as our decision. I want to show off the Aaron battle before we get to final B. Oh, my head's spinning. I'm starting to feel sort of gross. My, your human half got sick, just from being shaken around that much? Well, don't fret. Next, we'll eat something that's good for your health. We'll eat buni. I can't believe this. You're far stronger than I thought. Next up, herbal dishes. And that's the end of it, too. Unfortunately, it's not a dragon after all, though. Lady Yuyuko, do you know something I don't? Oh, she does. Not at all. What she doesn't tell you, Yomu, is that she actually knows exactly who this is and what they want and what they're doing. Yuyuko has a lot of connections to the moon, similar to how she has a lot of connections to Yukari. Yukari also has a lot of connections to the moon. There's a lot of complicated stuff going on here, a lot of lore stuff. But essentially, what's going on in this game is that Aaron wanted to stop, or Aaron wanted to seal the Earth away so that people from the moon wouldn't get to Earth. She wanted to seal the Earth so that Lunarians wouldn't come to Earth anymore. Why she's doing this? Well, we'll figure that out later. Maybe. We'll see. We'll save that for Final A, where we meet the true final boss. I am just gonna bomb here. I do not feel safe. I am not safe. I feel endangered. Hug me. I am scared. Alright, there we go. Aaron! Good, so you're following me. Yep, this was a trap. She wanted us to follow her. We caught up with you. You won't be escaping now. Yes, you won't be escaping. Problem is, she wasn't escaping. So Aaron is a Lunarian. She's also wielding a bow and arrow. Yeah, she's an archer too. We'll get to see some of her abilities later when we fight her. But yeah, she is an archer, and she has the ability to make any medicine. Space Sphere, Earth in a pot. She is essentially, like, the epitome of that meme where it's a doctor and he says, I'm a medic, but... And then he cocks a gun. She is basically that. She is a medic and a very powerful one at that. Do not underestimate Aaron. But we have reached a area inside of space. Now remember, Raisin can inflict illusions and insanity, so this is just another illusion. Where'd she go? Here. You really are half-baked. You lost sight of me in such a short time. Why does everyone call Yomu half-baked? I mean, she is, but that's still harsh. What are you doing? What's that big phantom half of yours there? Not for chasing people, surely. Well, this is the false pathway I created, Brain of the Moon, Aaron Yagokoro. So it's no wonder that you lost track of me. False pathway. A false moon and a false sky. Yep, everything in the background is fake. Another illusion. You're really overdoing it with this. I mean, she's not wrong. Ah, impressive. You see that this moon is an illusion. That's a very old moon. One from when the moon was still there in the heavens. Old. A terribly old-fashioned moon with mold growing on it. It's purple mold. The moon these days has no rabbits on its surface. Well, no. There are rabbits there even now. People and rabbits of the moon have been living quietly on the far side of the moon, which is invisible to everyone who looks at the moon. Unseen, protected by a barrier. Yes, it's much like your Gensokyo. Which is why humans have not encountered people on the moon yet. A Gensokyo on the moon? And so, this illusory moon is a memory of the past moon. That's why it looks so old-fashioned. So what are you trying to do by dragging this musty old moon out? My task is already coming to an end. The full moon is the one key that links the moon to the Earth. Just by removing that, no pursuers can reach the Earth's surface from the moon. Even now, they're pursuing us to a fake Earth, to an old, musty Earth. Yes. In short, you are a criminal. You know what? Yeah, she actually is a criminal. Yuyuko, you're right. Those who try to escape from something are those who committed a crime. Those who try to hide themselves are those who've admitted their crime. And criminals who've admitted to a crime always start making excuses. Ooh, told! No, it's not like that, even though it is. This may be a bit unreasonable, but I simply didn't want to go back to the moon because it was comfortable here. There's no need to worry. Once it's morning, I'll return your full moon, you see. Lady Yuriko, give me some instructions. Oh, have you understood what I was saying by now? Well then, first, please become my shield. Okay, leave it to me. I will be the hardest shield in all the netherworld. Oh my gosh, she's actually being a shield. I can imagine this just being a conversation that Pally and Maluki would have. Seeing as I'll back you up if I feel like it. A shield can only stop something from the outside. We Lunarians have the ability to use more internal forces. While you're becoming a hard shield, the soft parts inside of you are slowly rotting. Yes, you carefree girl over there. A hard shield is meaningless. Don't worry, Yomu. I'm not alive, so I can't rot. I understand. You're rotting to begin with. Yeah. But rotten or not, it's the Konpaku family's duty to protect you. I said I can't rot. Wonder how long that attitude of yours will last. This ceaseless overflowing memory of the moon. Amongst the earthlings bathed in it, there are none who didn't go insane. Looks like there's no helping it. Yomu, keep this one thing in mind so you don't go insane. Yeah, if you look at the full moon while it's full, apparently you go insane. That's the lore in Touhou, at least. Ah, you're a phantom and not a human. I guess you won't rot then. Wow, she was actually serious about rotting her. Things are most delicious when they're about to rot. Why are you telling me that now? Well said. Moreover, fermentation's a power granted by the gods. You ghosts unable to rot. You have been forsaken even by the gods. Gensokyo Millennium History of the Moon. This is a very big banger. Alright, Erin Yagukoto. She is a sage from the moon. That is a very big deal. She is a very big name up there. But Yuyuko was actually right in calling her a criminal. Technically, Erin had done something that caused her to never go back to the moon again, and also be on the side of a certain someone that is also not allowed to ever go to the moon again. We'll find that out in Final A or maybe sometime soon, but until then, we need to defeat Erin. Awaken God, memories of the Age of the Gods. Her battle is pretty climactic too, if the theme isn't shown, if the theme isn't enough. She also changes the background. She's showing off memories of the moon, the memories of her life as being a Lunarian and being from there. This is a place that is actually on the moon itself. There are palaces and cities called the Lunar Capital, the Lunar Kingdom. Technically, we can't see it because it is all sealed. Revival Seimin Yugi life game. Seimei Yugi, actually. Seimei... Is it related to Seimei Abe? A Japanese summoner? Probably. This is the battle where you really gotta learn bubble bullets have a very small hitbox. Otherwise, you're probably gonna die. Like I probably would just now. Even... Yeah. Had a small hitbox, but I couldn't get through it in time. Also, I didn't mention it, but... there are hints of the main Touhou theme's leitmotif inside this song, which is another good indicator that, yeah, the song is pretty important. Or this character, at the very least, is pretty important. Look at this! Bubble bullets! Bubbles! How do you get through that if you don't know about the bubble bullets? Oh gosh, yeah, that's nightmare-inducing. But if it isn't enough that she's a Lunarian and a sage from the moon, she is also based off Omoi Kane, a Japanese god who has ties to the moon. Hence the spell card name, Omoi Kane's Device. If you've ever played Shin Megami Tensei, you would know Omoi Kane as the giant tentacle brain monster. Who is technically a god, but you wouldn't get that considering its design is just, you know, a tentacle. Or a giant brain with tentacles. Wow, I actually... Can I defeat... Wow, I actually got that! Hey, it's the Apollo moon landing! Again, important to the lore. The Apollo moon landing is actually an important event in terms of the Lunarians' history. And Erin had apparently witnessed it. Or at the very least, it's another memory of the moon that she's conjuring up. Curse of the Heavens, Apollo 13. Alright, so I like to think these are the arrows that she's shooting, because she doesn't use arrow bullets. Arrow bullets weren't introduced until a later game. Also, I hate this spell card because the bullets can't be erased by bombs. Ugh. And also, it is very tight. Alright, Esoterica. Astronomical Entombing. This is a very cool spell. The familiars are everywhere. And she shoots bubble bullets around, and whenever the bubble bullets come into contact with the familiars, they spawn a bunch of these negative bullets. A nice trick for this spell... That was stupid of me. I ran straight into a familiar. I ran into the familiar. It's not supposed to happen. That's like the one thing you shouldn't die from in this spell. Jeez. Oh, okay, well that was my fault. But yeah, a trick is to just shoot down as many familiars as you can. Just clear out the space so that this battle can be a lot easier on you. Again, only your human character can shoot them down. But she has a lot of health. This is her quote-unquote final spell. But yeah, the Lunarians, Erin, they have a lot of history in Touhou. Probably one of the most interesting lore characters that you can get in Touhou, and I can't wait to get into more of it. It's gonna be really fun. I am not hitting her! Yuyuko, Your spread is great, but... Your spread is great. Makes me sound like I'm complimenting her dip. Yuyuko, this nacho cheese dipping is just absolutely scrumptious. It goes great with Bird, with Mistia. I say, Yuyuko. That's probably a conversation Yukari's had with her before. What are you doing? Eren, I grant you one more chance with my power. If you lose this time, you ghost there. With the medicine made by my power and Eren's true strength, you'll never forget this as long as you live. Okay, this is a survival spell. We have one chance. Forbidden elixir, the Horai elixir, and that is the princess that Eren is saving. We can't hurt Eren. We just need to survive for 80 seconds, or 89 seconds. Let's see if we can do it. This is a really difficult one. Okay, so now she's gonna start spinning. We gotta get through the lasers. Just time your movements. I'm not sure if I can complete this. But it really doesn't matter. Now she shoots aim stuff at you. So you gotta move in increments now. Oh, I shouldn't have gone that fast. Okay, now go back to the bottom. Let's go back to the bottom. Oh, dang it. I should have stayed in the middle. Horai Elixir is really difficult to capture, but my gosh, is it awesome. It doesn't matter if you capture it or not, it's just your final chance to capture a spell card. And, it's also a really cool story reason, too. The princess that Eren is protecting has the ability to manipulate instantaneous and eternity. And the Horai Elixir in Chinese mythology is said to be something... One second, I need to block the screen because I'm not supposed to have this on here. Here, have a bunny dancing. Have some bunnies. Have them dancing like that. So in the context of the lore, the Horai Elixir is the thing that, well, I should probably read this. The long-awaited full moon cheerfully illuminated Gensokyo. The netherworld was even more serene. It was as if the sound of the moonlight itself could be heard. But while the full moon had indeed returned, the princess of the moon, of that moon's people, had hidden herself somewhere again. Oh, that's a cute picture of Yomu and Yuyuko. Yuyuko, today will be such a fun girls' day. She has like a bag with her. Yomu, please don't approach me while singing. Besides, since when was today the girls' day? Dance time, yeah! I love that gift so much. Yuyuko, Yomu, today are the pickled veggies. Today are the pickled veggies? Ooh. Yomu, that's another sudden development. Yuyuko, but I'm already tired. You'll help me out, won't you? Yomu, let's get to it then. Yuyuko, I only want to see if a spirit can prepare pickled vegetables. Yomu, won't they prepare themselves if you leave them like that? Or are you telling me that a spirit has to prepare it? She put the bag on top of Yomu's head. That's cute. Yuyuko, it won't get done by itself. Oh, I just noticed that Yuyuko is also wearing one of those like tags that are on top of ghosts in Japanese mythology and anime. It's like that triangle fabric. That's cute. It won't get done by itself, Yuyuko is saying this. With the pickled veggies, there's a person who knows how to do it. Yomu, but the pickled veggies you say... Oh, I accidentally clicked out of the window. My bad. Yuyuko, pickled veggies are things of incense. In other words, they are things of the divine. It's a gift from the powers of the heaven. Yomu, so that's why. Then, what would be the best thing to do with them? Yuyuko, that's where you have to use your culinary powers. Wait, Yomu has culinary powers? It's up to you how to utilize your power and produce the best tasting dish from it. Do your best. Yomu, start it by yourself and force it yourself. Is that all? Yuyuko, complimenting the pickled veggies is... It has laugh in parentheses. Complimenting the wife. Do it till others are jealous of it. Do your best. Is this implying that Yomu is Yuyuko's wife? Because if so, I'm okay with that. Yomu, yeah, I get it. I'll do it. Jeez. And so, while an ordinary day unrelated to the full moon passes, Yuyuko was actually preparing herself for something else. This is the preparations for another departure. Yuyuko had realized that the full moon that returned was actually not the real moon. Yeah, Eren lied to us. She didn't give us the real full moon, she gave us yet another fake moon. Hence why it's telling us to get another playthrough with the final A ending. We need to complete the game again, but beat the true final boss in order to get the true end to the story. Like I said, Yuyuko is actually a lot more intelligent than she lets on. But yeah, that's it for our Yomu and Yuyuko playthrough. I had a lot of fun with that. I didn't think the dialogue between those two characters would be so entertaining, but it was. It really was. Alright. I have just received news from a Touhou server that I am in. The Touhou 19 is currently being released. Awesome. I am now staying away from all Touhou 19 spoilers. Looks like I gotta figure out how to mute YouTube. Oh man. Either way though. Cha-cha, yeah. That dance is from a very specific Zune capable creating games. That dance is from a very specific Touhou fan-made music video called Overdrive. I think it's Overdrive actually. But yeah, it's pretty funny. We even get to see the little princess dancing in the left as well. Oh, we can't go through a game without thanking Ant and Fang. Those amazing guys. You did good, guys. You did good. And with that, we must go to the next night. Well done, gang. We did it. Bunny. I don't know how to spell bunny, but I'm just gonna spell it like that. Yeah, we got a 100%. We captured 12 spell cards too. That's actually pretty good. I am fine with that. That was a good playthrough. Why did I have... Why do I have this? I don't remember recording this. Okay. I just had a replay of Reimu and Yukari. Okay, well, either way, that was fun. Now, let's play the game again. And this time, we go with Final A so that we can fight the true final boss. Yeah, Bunny. Because of the bunny that we met in Stage 5. Alright, now you best believe the true final boss, we're going to be playing as Marissa and Alice. I could be playing as Reimu and Yukari, and I like Yukari. Yukari is a really fun character to play as. But, you know me. I've been playing as Marissa these streams, and I love Marissa, I love Alice, I love to ship them together. They're a good combo. And it's not every day that you get to play as Alice in one of these games. So let's do that. Touhou hype? Oh yeah! Now, if I remember correctly, there's a bit of a glitch when you play as Marissa and Alice, and it has to do with their switching mechanic. I don't exactly remember what it was, but it has to do with you constantly mashing the switch button, which is the focus button. I think that increases the power that both characters can do tenfold. Also, I almost ran into that bullet at the bottom of the screen. I just saw that. I noticed that I tend to play Marissa very recklessly. But, you know, Marissa's all about power. She has a very slim shot type. I like to play recklessly when I'm playing as her. If I wanted safety, I would have chose Reimu as my character. But no, I'm not gonna go with that, though. Alright, maybe I shouldn't be that reckless. Oh my gosh. My game actually crashed. Well, that was unexpected. Alright, note to self. Don't restart. Do not restart when I'm playing Touhou 8. Okay. I think the game is back. Hopefully. I'm just gonna wait until the game shows up on the practice screen. Okay, there we go. Yeah, alright. We're good. Anyways, as I was saying, Marissa and Alice, I like to play safely. Marissa seems to have her, it's not magic missile. I think it's like a combination of magic missile in this game. She doesn't have her lasers like she does in the previous ones, so I guess we're just rocking magic missiles, which is fine. I like magic missiles. That's the shot type I used in 6 and 7, so I am perfectly fine with that. And Alice is using a giant laser from one of her dolls. I think that's supposed to be Horai. No, it's Shanghai. I distinctly remember it being Shanghai because I was confused about the doll in the fighting game, because I kept calling it Shanghai, but it was in fact Horai, so yeah. People have a fascination with Shanghai for some reason. I actually like Horai a little bit more. But yeah. For some reason, Alice's lasers don't instantly... I need to pause it because reading chat while playing Touhou is a little difficult. For some reason, Alice's lasers don't instantly deactivate when switching from Alice to Marissa, and so if you mash the focus button, you can shoot Marissa's shop while Alice's lasers are active, which equals funny damage. That's about on par with the Marissa glitch in Touhou 10, where one of her shot types is just bugged to where if you have a certain amount of power, it becomes like the most powerful thing in the game. You can wreck like boss spells in seconds, and that is beautiful. Try abusing the quick change? Oh, I will certainly do that. Ah, the moon is beautiful tonight. What, does it seriously look like that to you? It's beautiful, isn't it? What do you call a moon like this? The Matsuyo? I envy your carefree manner. If I could enjoy moon viewing, or if I couldn't enjoy moon viewing, and hadn't been taken something, I never have taken you with me tonight. I still hate how Touhou dialogue just goes on its own really fast. Totally enjoying it, at least I am. Well, I'm enjoying myself too, at least more than you, Marissa. Didn't you just say something completely different? Well, what do you expect? Alice is wishy-washy. Of course not. I'm not enjoying the moon viewing, but firefly watching, right? Almost, but not quite. Very perceptive of you, though. Come on, I'll shoot first if you don't. It's more like firefly hunting. All right, let's test this out. Yeah, I took a look at the damage. That is actually a lot more than what I was doing normally with Marissa. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't wait until I'm on full power. It is a little difficult to mash though because of my button layout. Oh my gosh, she can just shoot down familiars instantly though. Yeah, the problem is the button that I have for, oh gosh, the button that I have for focus is the shift key. And I have to use my, one of my fingers that isn't good for mashing. So it's kind of difficult to do that, but at the same time, I wanna experiment with that. Also, I noticed that if I start as Marissa and then I mash the button, the familiars technically stay on screen, so I can kill them while still playing as Alice, which will equal to more damage being shot at the familiars, which means they die quicker. Oh man! That's a cool exploit. But yeah, let's be serious now. Little Bug Storm. I don't think I'm getting the time bonus. I have never gotten the time bonus in these stages. I think I got it once a long time ago in this stage and never again. I am just bad at that though. I am bad at trying to manage the familiars and figuring out when exactly is the best time to shoot them down. You realize firefly hunting is about catching them, not beating them up, right? I wanted to catch it, but you went and squished it. Jeez, what a pain. Don't get me wrong, all I did was dodge it. And maybe shot a bunch of magic missiles at it. This is gonna be fun. Hopefully now we'll have more power than we did with Yomu and Yuyuko. I gotta be honest, the last parts of that playthrough was really, really annoying because of Yuyuko specifically. Her shot type is just not that powerful. Also, if I remember correctly, can't... Oh yeah, they have the point of collection! Oh yeah! I think Marissa and Alice have like the point of collection that is always there even when they're not at full power, which is great, and I am glad that later Touhou games incorporated that as just the norm. Because it is incredibly annoying to try and get items, but you can't because you're not at full power. I had to essentially manage when I could get full power in the in Touhou 7. And we already got an extra life. Yay! I also miss when point items determine how much, or lives were determined by how much point items you get. That was always a cool feature. It's like, oh, it's just a little counter to the right of the screen. Okay, good to know. I will go for that then. Wow, Marissa just makes quick work of those fairies. I really want to do the trick, even if it's a bad idea for me. Vocal sign, hooting in the night. Ooh. The point of collection is in the game for all teams as long as you're focused. Really? Okay, I did not know that. Interesting. Once you're at full power, you can POC without focus, which is kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah, I always found that weird for me. But I'm glad to know that it's a yokai thing and not just a Marissa Alice thing. You best believe I'm gonna abuse that in later playthroughs. Wait! Huh? Ah! Where are you going this late at night? It's my annual yokai extermination month. I'll go wherever yokai live, even though we're heading to the human village. Wait, what? Are you picking a fight with me? You want something, punk? Marissa's yokai extermination. M-Y-E. Mui. That's hilarious. Hahaha, that's hilarious. Oh, don't you know how awesome I am at that? After I fired my magi cannon, there are no humans left, let alone yokai. You human! You human! Don't you have any idea who I am? Do you know who I am, Miss Marissa, to come to this side of the forest? Do you know who I, Mr. Lorelai, really am? No lamprey for you. There's no human that doesn't fear me on this on night roads. If I wanted, I could call enough yokai here to eradicate every human in this land. What does this night sparrow think she's saying? Looks like you still don't get who I am. Human? Human? Human all the way. Well, yeah. Alright, starting tonight, you two will never see in the dark. Ooh, we're gonna have a night out on the town? Nice. Thank you, Mistia. I love the way Alice just teases Marissa in this game. It's so fun. Their dialogue is so good. I was hoping I would be able to kill all the familiars while they were close to Mistia using the trick, but I guess not. Honestly, this spell card is so tailored to me being in the center that I could have just done the trick. Alright, I'll have her aim in this direction a little bit. There we go. Yeah! This is fun. I didn't used to be a fan of Alice's shot type because it was way too slim for my liking. But now that I've gotten like a hang of Marissa in recent games, I like Alice. I like Alice now. She's fun. But here's one spell that I'm not really a fan of, or specifically the next spell, because the familiars are all over the place, and it is just not a good time. Oh, there we go. I took the time to use my hand that I use for the arrow keys to just mash for the focus. That was fun. That was fun. I don't know how much damage it did because I wasn't paying attention to the damage, but that was a fun experience. Okay, that was my mistake. Doesn't matter though. I have a lot of lives. I can see clearly now. I can do just fine in any darkness. For goodness sake, we got no time to waste on such small fry. But where are we heading anyway? There's no way there are enemies in that direction. I feel strange air from over this way. There's only humans over there. All innocent, much like myself. Sure, Marissa, sure. Sure, Marissa, whatever you say. Alright, human village time. I always love just entering the stage and just tapping the arrow keys in the movement of the song. It's so funny. So funny. Alright. I remember practicing the stage a while back, and it's kind of annoying with Marissa and Alice because of their very thin shot type. Because look at this. How can you get to the right side of the screen? That's my secret, Alice. I can't. Dun dun dun. I'm gonna make that into a meme. Just a drawing of Alice asking, why can't we get to the other side of the screen? Marissa just being like, I can't. I can't. Like the world is ending for her. Wow, she kills those familiars really fast. That was a non-spell. It is you. Are you the ones trying to attack the village in the middle of this night? Nah, we're just passing by. Don't mind us. I won't trust the words of a yokai. One thing is for the exploit, you can't spam it too fast. It doesn't work effectively. The speed at which you've been spamming, it's actually pretty good. Okay, good to know. So I don't have to, like, spam it really hard like I usually do with spamming games. Oh, I can destroy these familiars. I've always wondered if I could destroy this particular spell card's familiars, because I've never been able to with any other team. But hey, I can! Marissa can do that! What the heck are you? The familiar killer. By that you mean, whoops, I gotta be somewhere else, right? Yep. Exactly what you meant. My gosh, this is ridiculous. I was expecting for Marissa to be this powerful once I got to Touhou 10. I didn't think it would be this broken. I say as I was unable to kill those fairies in time. Well, that was a stage. Naturally, I can't retreat any further. Oh, this is literally your home, after all. Now, are you going to surrender the humans to us? Wait, Marissa. Who said we were going to eat the humans? To think that yokai would come as far as this village. I mean, I know, right? That is literally a death sentence to all yokai. They all know not to mess with the humans at this place. It's because of that abnormal moon, after all. No one's saying we're gonna eat them. Anyway, I'm in a hurry. I don't know who you are, but we don't have time to waste for any humans. You're mean. Yeah, Alice really is mean in this game. She wasn't this mean and immaterial. If you were just quietly passing by, I wouldn't try to stop you. But you two are being just a little too nosy. See, she called you nosy, Marissa. That's because you're going all out with your magic, even though it's the dead of night. What are you saying? Magic's something you gotta cut loose with at night, you know? Alice and your grimoire of Alice. I'm not sure if it's actually named Alice. The only thing worth using secretly in the day are wait, what cyanotypes? I didn't read that. I'm pretty sure she mentioned poison. I feel an unpleasant feeling approaching, so I sealed the human village. Seems I was right to do so. I told you! I told you, Alice, I told you! No one's saying we're gonna attack the humans. Didn't you just say surrender the humans to us? Really, the only human I'm concerned with is you. Whatever you say, you dirty liar. Yeah, she's right there. I won't let a single one of your Danmaku touch the humans or history of this village. Marissa, she's a plain Asian. I saw it in her song. I'm quite sure you haven't noticed yet, but she isn't human. She's a half-beast. Dun dun dun! She's a half-beast? Well, I'm a half-familiar killer. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh, she had nothing! She had no familiars for that spell. Oh my gosh. I bet if you time it just right, you can destroy most of the familiars in this spell card too. Which is funny. Man. I'm pretty sure Reimu's familiars, which are her yin-yang orbs, are impenetrable. So, good luck trying to destroy those. Oh, wow, they're all gone. All the ones in front of her are gone. That was also a spell card. I love this. I love this so much. Gotta remember it's not easy, though. It's not super easy. Land sign 3 sacred treasures. I'm not sure if destroying the familiars in this spell card actually affects anything. Also, I don't like the spell card because the bullets end up twisting in weird ways. And with the bubble bullets too, it's like really difficult to dodge sometimes. I get really bad luck with this one. I'm not sure if it's RNG related. There are some attacks in Touhou that are dependent on RNG. Alright, ending sign, Phantasmal Emperor, and I can also destroy those familiars, yay! And I don't like this one either. Magi Cannon, Final Spark! Which is even more powerful than the Master Spark. A half-beast that can't transform without the full moon. It just seems it's just some human, really. You know you're a human too, right? I'm proud of it. If only it'd been a full moon tonight, I couldn't. Oh yeah, we're trying to restore that full moon. Yeah, we said that to begin with, right? No, you didn't! What the... I never heard of that! It seems to me that you know who's responsible for this. Does she really? Now since I've won, you'll keep your promise and tell us who it is. The promise being one we made just now. Oh, Marissa. Marissa do be crazy. Alright. Stage 4. This is gonna be bad. Legendary Dreamland. I still love this song too. Now, we faced Marissa in our Yomu Yuyuko playthrough. So it's expected that we're going to be facing Reimu in this one. And let me tell you something. Reimu is not fun to fight against. I know I said that Marissa was really difficult and I didn't like fighting her, but I was lying. I forgot Reimu. I forgot Reimu and her gosh damn yin-yang orbs. Which actually makes the whole switch shot type trick not really work. Because I need to constantly stay as Alice in order to dodge the yin-yang orbs. Because the thing about the yin-yang orbs is that they're the familiars for Reimu, and they bounce all over the screen instead of just staying in one place. And they deal damage when they hit you. They deal contact damage. Similar to... Actually, all familiars deal contact damage, as we saw in the esoteric spell card with Aaron. Either way, though, yeah, I don't like fighting Reimu. She's just way too unwieldy. I was focused on using a bomb there, but I didn't have one. So I stopped dodging as soon as I was ready to use a bomb. Freeze! Just as I thought that it was strange that the night still hadn't ended. So it was you, Marissa. Reimu's pretty obnoxious. I find her harder than Marissa. Oh, most certainly. Even in Touhou 4. I'd rather face Marissa in Touhou 4 than Reimu. Hey, you got it wrong. The only bad one in this is this person here. Nani? You're guilty of the same thing, aren't you, Marissa? Doing something... Wonderful shrine made in paradise. Reimu Hakude. Doing something like this. What on earth are you two plotting? That's, you see, Reimu, how do I put this? Why the stuttering? Just tell her... Just yell at her like you always do. Bitch, get out of the way. Like that. Yes, I am using that particular mod. Moron, it get ugly if she gets mad. Making me mad to begin with is what's ugly, right? I'll definitely have to teach you a bit of a lesson tonight. Ooh. You still think nothing's wrong when you look behind you. I know, right? She's so dense. No one is noticing the distorted moon right there. The moon is literally cut in half. The moon is your doing too, huh? Okay, I'm fine. I give up. You're right. The endless night, that broken, warped moon, hiding the human village, and putting hats on stone statues. All of it was Alice's fault. Now, bitch, get out of the way. Best line in the entire franchise. Well, alright. In this bamboo forest, bathed in moonlight, the two of you will become one of the shining bamboo trees. How beautiful! Allow me to return those words, albeit a bit differently. Come on! This endless night will end here, right now. I can tell Reimu was really mad there. You could tell she was a little pissed. I love that dialogue, though. It was I can't remember where the bitch line came from. I think it was like an old translation of TH crap. And they removed it in later versions that you can find on Moria Shrine. So I had to go into TH Crap's program to actually mod the line back in. Because, wow, I did not expect that. Reimu, what the hell? Duplex barrier, am I right? Oh, I can destroy the Yin-Yang orbs. Interesting. Good to know. Alright. If that's the case, and since they're coming down so slowly, I can do that. Yeah, I can do the trick. Nice. Spirit sign, fantasy seal, spread. Fast fantasy seal. She's just shooting all over the place. Oh gosh, and it's kind of tense. I don't like this spell either. I don't like any of Reimu's spells. Quarter demonstratum. Fast-moving bullets. I'm not a fan of them. Reimu, where are you? Okay, there. Oh, it's not like her to retreat. Chase her down, Marissa. Run away, run away! Reimu be running. She's not gonna be running from us, even though we're the ones that are technically losing. We have enough lives, though. As long as we don't screw up on Raisin, I'm sure we'll be fine. Okay, streaming. The streaming isn't working! I did the streaming so wrong there. I think I was supposed to start from one corner of the screen to the other. Alright, there she is. Doesn't matter. So Reimu pulls a bit of a weird move. She increases her speed and goes to one end of the screen and then back the other. It's a little difficult. If she ends up shooting in a corner or in an angle, you're kind of screwed. So I like to have her shoot downward. Means less to dodge. Now, I'll show you to my true boundary, because she also has boundary powers. What's the point of squaring off with us again? There's two of you, so I get two tries. Dream sign, evil ceiling circle. Wow, she's just staying in one spot, huh? Oh. Okay. 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 This is not good. Oh, this is giving me flashbacks to Mima. Mima's final stage where she has like giant lines of bullets that are really hard to dodge. Oh, this is so claustrophobic. And just imagine if you're playing this as Marissa solo. You have to deal with the yin-yang orbs at the same time. Okay, same. Ugh. I tried to get to the other side of the screen, but I just couldn't. Second verse, same as the first, though. Want her to shoot downward. Alright, this is not going well. Yeah, I'm not having good luck with this one. Okay, I screwed up the pattern. Oh gosh. I'm like panicking here. Oh, I tried to use bomb too. Alright, screw Raisin. I don't think we'll even make it to her. I do not like when Reimu dodges like this. This is just a little too much. Spirit Sign, Fantasy Seal, concentrate. Can I shoot down her yin-yangs? Oh, it's kind of like Jack the Ludobile, where he just aims on one spot and the purple bullets aim at one position. And if you're smart, you just move slightly upward or downward away from that one tiny position. Actually, huh. I was about to say this was super easy, but then no. Reimu proved me wrong. Boundary, duplex Danmaku barrier. I don't like this because she created barriers again. Oh, right. This. Yeah, so you gotta go through the barriers. Now she's shooting stuff at you. Screw this. Oh, that didn't do nearly enough. I get scared of these because I don't know if it's gonna clip me or not. Sometimes it just looks like it's gonna clip you. Alright, let's get moving. Let's get schmoving. Our destination is now in sight. Well, there's not much I can do. Don't take your evil plotting too far. Did you say something? Man, I never knew there was such a big mansion in the bamboo forest. Oh, me neither. Bye-bye now. It's time for the good girls and losers to go home. Reimu, it's an eternal skip one turn for you. See you later. That's one way to put it, Marissa. I also just realized I was close to the time bonus. What the heck? How did I do that? Okay. So if I remember right, with Yomun Yuko, we had 5 lives. Here we have 3. Technically 4 if we consider 0. But let's do it. Let's try. We're not even at full power right now. Wow, we just destroyed those familiars. I always get surprised with how quick Marissa can just destroy familiars. It's kind of insane, really. Huh. Innocent, are you sure that the point of collection is only tied to yokai and whenever you're in full power mode? Because when I went to the top of the screen just now as Marissa, I managed to collect all the items. I'll have to look at her character information and the character selection screen again, just to see like what the abilities of her team has. Because I know each playable team has their own specific unique mechanics to them. Like Sakuya and Remilia have, they can get an extra bomb whenever they die while having a bomb in their stock. I don't remember Yomun Yuyuko specifically. Alright, Tewi time, or Tei. Sometimes I call her Tewi, sometimes I call her Tei. I like Tewi because it sounds adorable. But I know linguistically it's supposed to be Tei. It's Japanese, so... Oh my gosh! Tewi didn't stand a chance! She was barely there! She was barely a character! No wonder she just appears as a mid-boss. We completely nuked her. These have homing properties, so... Or not homing, position homing properties. So just string them, got it. I do know that if you destroy a familiar, they can erase bullets. So that's a neat thing to keep in mind. Oh yeah! Gotta say, Marissa and Alice make stages really easy. You're too late. I sealed all the doors. You can't take the princess away now, can you? Whoa, that corridor was so long and dark, Alice. I'll show you another thing that's long and dark. My book! How about we deal with her to begin with? That one in front of us? Lunatic Moon Rabbit Reizinu Dongin Inaba. Love her name. Hey, what? You two are Earthlings, aren't you? What are you up to at this time of night? It'd take an entire day of wiping to clean a hall that long, no matter how good a janitor you have. I think it'd still be much faster and easier than cleaning up your house, Marissa. I mean, yeah, have you seen her house? It's literally a nuclear waste dump. Also, Sakia could probably clean this place in less than a minute. Okay, now, come on, let's deal with her, Looks like some weirdos have already snuck it in. Everyone's just weirdos to her. We're busy right now. If you have no business other than burglary, leave now. Well, then again, I'm the weirdo to go right in front of her face and go like... Yeah, Alice, maybe we are the weird ones. Right, you colleagues? Since Marissa will never get to the point, I will. You and your cohorts are responsible for this warped moon incident, right? That's right. So will you return the moon quietly now, or return it after we give you some trouble? Take your pick. Hey, don't just take all my cool lines. Erin! Need to help us, Erin! There's no way we can return that moon yet. Even as we speak, our relations with the Lunarians are worsening still. I'm not sure if the game's going to give you a choice for the final stage or if you shoot straight towards the final boss, but if it does, the true ending is final. But yeah, we already played through the game as Yomun Yuyuko, and I am technically using a 100% save file to get both endings. So yeah, we're going with Final B as the true final boss. Marissa, watch out! That person's power isn't like anything I've felt before. It looks like the two of you are using a copy of an ancient power. A chaotic power from the time before humans were around. Those were the days. Yeah, she is technically a god. She is actual Amoikane incarnate. I wonder if special powers should be patented. Well, before anything else, Udongi, I'll leave this to you. Whatever you do, do not let them take our princess. Leave it to me. I won't let a single one of those closed doors be open. What? Chattering away like that and then just running away? It's like she's saying, hey, come beat me up later, which is exactly what she said. She wants you to follow her. She certainly is. Whether or not we do that depends on whether she's the culprit behind this incident or not. If we forget about that, it'd be morning. You two are ignoring me too much. You see, this hypnotic corridor is one of my traps. Since you two can't fly straight, you'll be completely wiped away by my power. I hope not. That should be Marissa's line. You'll be completely wiped away by her magi cannon, you hogweed. Hey, don't take my cool line. I love this dynamic. I wonder if you'll still be able to say that after gazing into the eyes of this lunar rabbit. Yes, a lunar rabbit who is technically a war veteran. Which I'm not lying, that is actually her canon. Oh, dang it. Alright, like I said before, I do not like Raisin's non-spells because they are so claustrophobic. And it doesn't help that I'm playing as Alice and Marissa. Two characters that have very thin shot types, so if she ends up moving out of the way, I'm kind of screwed. Wave sign, red eye hypnosis. Hypnosis! Oh gosh, I just realized, yeah, we gotta stay in the center, don't we? Eee! Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad placement. Oh, that was so weird. Why did I have to stay in the center? I mean, I get it. Yeah, I can't do damage if I'm on the side like I was with Yuyuko and Yoma. I am playing really horribly right now. I should start using my spell cards. Ugh. I did say Raisin was going to be a problem. Hallucinogenic tuning. I do not like this one either. Oh. Can I deal damage to the familiars while they're... No, I can't deal damage to them while they're like that. Okay. Oh gosh. Don't let it be like Yuyuko. I can't stay right in the middle of a bullet. Come on, she's so close. Now let's do it. Okay. Go, Margatroid. This one I don't actually have much of a problem with because it seems scary, but it's actually not impossible. As long as you just move in increments, you are fine in this non-spell. They're rarely going to be hitting you. I wonder if I can destroy the familiars. Why did I... Okay, see, my logic there was that I wanted to destroy the familiar, so I stayed on the side for too long. Ugh! Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do a replay of this. I can't believe the playthrough of characters that I wasn't used to was better than the one where I am actually used to these characters. Like, Okay, that was just me ranting and I ran straight into a bullet. Alright, alright, alright. This playthrough is pretty much dead, but we're gonna try to go as far as we can. Right here. Oh. Turns out I shouldn't have been worried about the suppository bullets. I should have been worried about the normal bullets. Final B. Go blow up everything in sight. We're gonna try to beat the true final boss. But the thing is, I only have one bomb, and if I die in that stage, I think it's an automatic game over. So this is gonna be interesting. No, she wasn't the one. Hey, check that out. I get you. That door opened a little bit. The strange air in there is the strongest I've ever felt. That's where they keep the gunpowder? Where they keep the gunpowder. Nowhere else for us to go then. Since it's the gunpowder of the one who caused this incident. Right you are. Once we head over there, that gunpowder will solve everything. Aw, my master's going to get mad at me. Yeah, she will probably skin you alive and serve you to Yuyuko. We will miss you dearly, Raisin. Alright, well, can I at least Wow. Well, that didn't end well. Okay. Marissa's house, we didn't do it. Oh no. So that stage can actually be a really difficult one. If you end up with no lives once you get to stage 6, you basically have to go through it no hit. So that's unfortunate. All right. One thing before we continue and do another playthrough with Marissa, I want to do something. Are we in spell practice? No. Okay. Spirit sign, yeah. How the heck do I do some of these? Wait, why is there 2 fantasy seal spreads? Why are there 2 great duplex barriers? Why are there 2 versions of every single spell? Huh. Interesting. Acquire challenge all characters. Acquire challenge all characters. This is normal mode, right? Oh, okay. I guess I didn't choose a difficulty, so these are the difficulties. Dream sign, duplex barrier. I guess that's normal? Duplex barrier normal? I'm not sure. I don't recognize it. Either way. Thanks. I tried. Oh, this is easy mode. Okay, I guess the save file that I'm using went through easy mode to get all these spell cards. That makes sense. And both easy and normal have same names for their spell cards. So how the heck do I do this? I just have to keep track of the white bullets at the top, apparently. Yeah, and they're aimed at my location too, I think. They seem to be aimed at my location. Let's try that again. So slow movements. If I see a line of white bullets coming for me, like this, yeah, I go to the other side. I'm noticing it, yeah. See, I thought I could make it through that tiny little opening, but no. It's a good thing your song is amazing, Reimu. Maiden's Capriccio or Cappuccino or however you're supposed to pronounce it, I don't know. Like, I'm just confused as to what determines the white bullets. The white bullets are aimed at you, however, there are some spread bullets mixed off to the side. Okay, yeah. That's what I was confused about, because there was, like, tiny little amulets coming. Yeah, like those ones on the left of me. Okay. So I guess it really is just focus on the red walls and watch out for the white amulet bullets. Don't take any chances. Now there, I just couldn't get to the opening in time. If you move too much, the more sparse bullets can be tricky. Okay, good to know. It's the same properties as streaming. You stream a bullet by going very, very slowly. See, I probably wouldn't have made it through that. It's even worse because I'm playing as Marissa and Alice, so I have very low range, so the only option I have for damage is to stay underneath her. I guess if I switch out to Marissa, I can have some spread, but not enough to really justify it. Okay, great duplex barrier. Dreamland. Wait. I thought I already did this. Oh, this is Lunatic, okay. I was wondering what the heck was going on. Well, you know what? I'm already here, might as well. I don't know how to do Lunatic spells. I've never done a Lunatic playthrough. Let's see how crazy this gets. I didn't even get to the part where it was crazy. I got clipped by a bullet. Oh, they're faster? They're very fast. They're very, very fast. Okay, good to know. Interesting. Fantasy Seal Worn. Okay, so those are like the hard and lunatic mode versions. Spear Sign, Fantasy Seal Spread. This one is nasty because I'm not good when it comes to really fast bullets. My reactionary time and visionary my visionary communication skills are just really bad when it comes to fast bullets. Ugh. Like, I can't keep track of all the bullets in front of me. Ugh. And then when I try to keep track of the bullets above me, I end up getting blindsided by one that's really close to me. I have to basically, like, unfocus my eyes. I have to unfocus while I'm focusing. The irony. Oh gosh, and then sometimes you just get walled. Well, you best believe I'm using this trick. Oh gosh, like that, yeah. Big wall. The one thing that may help is that in these earlier games, the boxes will always try to move to your horizontal position. Ah, okay. I think when it comes to this spell, I should probably just deal as much damage as I possibly can, so you don't have to focus on Reimu herself too much. That's good to know, yeah. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this spell is just stay in the center as much as I can. Just deal damage. Deal damage when I can. Don't focus on Reimu. Stay in the center. If she somehow shoots a huge wall of those red bullets, and they come from the corner... Okay, that was just my fault because I was explaining. And, if that happens, if they come in from an angle, I'll have a better time dodging them. But I should... Yeah, like that. Okay. But I should most definitely start the spell card with trying to do the switch glitch. The switch glitch. That's what I'm going to call it now. Okay. Okay. It's a rough spell, though, all around. Oh, most definitely. If you're not used to fast bullets. Let's try that again. Oh, wait. Yeah, I was supposed to do that. Oh, gosh. That's a lot of amulets. Alright, get back to the corner. Get back to my beautiful, beautiful corner. Ah, again. I want to complete it again at least once. Also, yeah, I just noticed. I completely forgot about the thing in these earlier Touhou games. I'm not sure if they do it in later games, though, where the boss has a sort of invincibility cooldown time at the beginning of their spells. So you won't be able to deal any damage to them until they initiate their attack. Because as you saw there at the beginning, while I was trying to do this switch glitch, Reimu isn't losing any health. And it's only until... Ah, she didn't lose any health at all. When did she start losing health? I was hoping to use a bomb so that I could, like, test out to see how much damage, or when she would start losing damage. But yeah, that's a thing. I always forget about that. That's a little rough. Alright, so don't even worry about doing the switch glitch. Just focus on surviving. Just focus on surviving, and eventually she will go down. Gosh, and then there's that. Just the huge wall. Okay, this is going to be one of those spells where in a normal playthrough, I am either extremely lucky getting through it, or if I feel like I'm about to get under pressure like that, I will just bomb. But either way, I understand the mechanic now. I know just to stay underneath her, or just to stay in the corner. Alright. That's the thing, a lot of Touhou games, a lot of bosses have super armor generally at the start of their attacks. It's a little annoying, but at the you understand, because otherwise you would have to compensate for the amount of health and damage that every character can inflict. It's a lot more work than it should than it would be if, you know, I understand. I hate it, but I understand. It's one of those things. Evil ceiling circle. Let's do this. Oh, only because of spell practice? Maybe. I believe I did have a good time with this spell. It's just I ended up getting walled at a certain point, so... Okay, well that was unfortunate. Maybe it is spell practice. But she definitely started losing health when she began the twisting motion. Right, when I was doing this in the playthrough, I got hit by one of these arrow bullets while I was going to the left. So just need to be very careful. Yin Yang bullets are a non-issue. In fact, I can... really? I'm gonna time this out? Wow, okay. You don't have much time to complete that. Good to know. Next spell. Omnidirectional Oni Binding Circle. Ooh, nice name. Omnidirectional Dragon Slaying Circle. She's a dragon slayer? That's cool. Spirit Sign Fantasy Seal Concentrate, Mared, and Mared. So, concentrate. This is the one... Okay, so this is like Reimu's version of Jack the Ludobile. I know how to do it, but it also has this weird mechanic where the red bullets can also be a big issue. Alright, so streaming combined with minimal movement, minimal movement, streaming, that seems to be the key for this spell. Which is unfortunate because, again, I am playing as Alice and Marissa, so yeah, I'm already timing this out. But if I can just focus on streaming and misdirecting the bullets when I get to the corner, I can at the very least survive this spell. As long as I can survive it, I will be fine. Now, Duplex Stone Maku Barrier. I had trouble with this. So let's see. My main issue with this spell is that I am afraid of being clipped. Oh yeah, she's not taking any damage until, yeah. Until the spell's pattern really does activate. It's when she starts shooting those tiny pellets that... Okay, well that was going to end in death anyways, because I could already see the red line coming straight towards me. But yeah, once she starts shooting the singular bullets, it becomes a little more difficult to handle. And again, I keep having this feeling that one of these arrows is just gonna clip me. Okay. Oh, this is weird. Okay. Okay. I get it. I get how it works, but it's still weird. Yeah, I'm fairly certain in actual playthroughs, spells don't have super armors, as you're taking longer to cap spells here than in the main game. That would make most sense. And honestly, the super armor in spell practice, it's a good touch. Just to make it the spell a little bit longer so you can actually practice it. And you don't just nuke straight through it. The nice thing about this last spell is that it's the big walls of Arrowhead is static at least. Yeah, true. It's always going to go in one direction. You don't have to worry about the arrowheads. You just have to make sure you get through the wall. So, Fantasy Seal Blink. Is this the last word? Don't worry about which part of it's supposed to be a blink. She's only flying straight, but you're completely surrounded. I also like the descriptors that Zune has, the card comments for each spell card. That's a neat touch. While it looks relatively simple, it's really easy to crash into things. The combination of slow and fast bullets is the blink part. Huh. Oh, I guess this is the last word that you can get in the normal playthrough if you max out your time bonus. This, I guess, is a lunatic version. Or maybe? Last word, yeah. And this, I think, is her true last word. Divine Spirit, Fantasy Seal, Blink. The world as Reimu sees it is quite different from the player's perspective. It feels like the player has been sealed in the Reimu dimension. I did not know it was called the Reimu dimension. Or Zune called it that. That's funny. Let's try it. This is gonna be bad. Oh, it's not her fantasy heaven. Oh, this is worse. This is her lunatic version. Oh no! I don't know how to do this. Oh my gosh! What the heck was that? What was that? Well, I'm going to guess that this is the normal version. Okay. Let's see if we can do this at least. She just almost crashed into me. How do I... Okay. Oh my gosh, it's all aimed. Don't crash into me, Reimu. Oh. I'm going to guess and say that she has no hitbox when she is moving around like that. Interesting. Oh yeah, she's not taking any damage, you're right. Wow. She doesn't take damage for the first 20 seconds of the spell for some reason. That is weird. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Neat, Marissa. Neat, Reimu, I meant. Ah, here are the true last words. This is like the best of the best. The most powerful of the powerful. Blazing star. Fantasy nature. Oh, it's not fantasy heaven in this version. Deflation world. Scarlet destiny. They don't even have like signs at the beginning. They're just the name of the attack. It's like an anime attack. Fantasy nature. I just want to see what this looks like. I think she's entirely invincible. Yeah, she's invincible. This is her last word in Touhou last word. No duh, spirit. No duh. This is neat. Really difficult though. Oh gosh. It goes so fast. How do I... Yeah. You can't be in focus for that. You need to be really fast. Also, she does have a hitbox because Zoon's me. Zoon, why? Why? Why do you do that to me? Why do you do that to us? So now you have to keep track of where she's going, too. Grand Guignol? I don't know why that caught my attention for some reason. Reimu has one of the hardest, if not the hardest, last word. It's ridiculous. Yeah. At least with Deflation World or Remilia's Scarlet Destiny, you can memorize it because it seems to be static. But Reimu, I can't tell if it's static or not. And even if it is, it just looks like a pain to get through. Alright, let's do another playthrough. So, team characteristics. Wide item collection hitbox and large auto collection area. Large auto collection area was a thing that Marissa has had since Touhou 7, so that's good. They kept it. Lengthy border of life and death, which makes Reimu and Yukari a pretty good team to start with for a beginner, because you can just have really huge window of opportunities for your death bomb. Large graze hitbox. Extra bomb awarded. The human side of the gauge is half-sized, and a bomb is awarded if a stage is beaten with less than 3 left. Oh, interesting. Okay. I completely forgot about when doing that playthrough. It's nice to see that the characteristics are kept when you're playing as a solo character. I kinda half want to play as Marissa. Just solo Marissa. Because I have to admit, Alice's shot type is cool and all, but her laser is just way too thin. But at the same time, I know that if I play as Marissa only, I am going to die against Reimu because of her yin-yang orbs. Actually, I'm going to play as the team anyways, but I want to practice. I want to see what happens. Yeah, we're playing as Marissa solo. What's a good spell card where Reimu uses her orbs? I think it's Great Duplex Barrier. All right, let's try Great Duplex Barrier. Oh, this is Lunatic. Never mind, it's not Great Duplex Barrier. I'm gonna die this way so that I can go back to the spell card screen. No. Fantasy Seal Spread. I want to see if her Yin-Yang orbs are still there when I'm focused as Marissa. Okay, yeah, they're still there. They're still there. That's not good. That's bad. Also, when you focus with your non-yokai character, their shot type doesn't change. Like in Touhou 7, the shot type gets slimmer. In this one, it doesn't. I guess it's to compensate for the team mechanic. But yeah, Marissa still has to deal with the Yin-Yang orbs. I think I'm just gonna stick to Marissa and Alice. Okay. Magic Sign, Artful Sacrifice, and Manipulation return inanimateness. Nice. Oh! Special skill, Marissa. Always able to gather items. Okay, so that's what it is. I was wondering how I was able to collect the items on the top of the screen. So what does Reimu have? Can't be hit by enemy familiars. Items drop slower. And the Phantom Hath. Okay. Cool. Well, hey, I love the point of collection, and I love playing as Marissa, so happy me. Let's do this. Also, I want to check real quick. I want to see... Okay. Thank God no one is posting spoilers about Touhou 19 anywhere in the servers that I am in. I am safe. I am good. I don't want to be spoiled about Touhou 19, and I know it's getting released soon. If not tonight, then today. Or, if not tonight, then today. What the heck did I mean by that? If not tonight, then tomorrow. Yeah! I love it. I love Marissa. I don't have to work to get full power. I can just go to the top of the screen whenever I want. Oh, if I knew that, it would have made these first two stages much easier. That's cool. That's cool. Also, this can help me accumulate more points. There we are. Yeah, I think I like playing as Marissa in most of these games because of her raw power. I'm just a big fan of big damage, and I'm gonna nuke you before you nuke me. Reimu is great if you want to play a defensive game and if you want protection, but I don't know, ever since I started replaying Touhou again and I tried Marissa in Touhou 6, the big power just spoke to me. A shame about the big hitbox, though. Now, in Touhou 6, I didn't have much of a problem with it because, you know, the hitbox was the same for both characters in that one, which is a little weird when going back to those games. But you can definitely tell the big hitbox in the later ones. One thing that I'm kind of disappointed about playing as Marissa in later Touhou games, though, is just the way her shot type works in most of the newer ones. She's always been known to be raw damage, raw power. And like in recent Touhou games, I think starting with Touhou 16, it was 16 because 15 she had decent power. In Touhou 16, her overall power and damage output was significantly lowered than what it was in previous games to compensate for all the other additional characters that Zune would add, and like Yomu or Sakuya. You know, they needed to have something good for them. And so Marissa has kind of been in this spot where she's the character who is supposed to have a lot of damage in her shot type, but just doesn't. She just doesn't. And also her shot type is very thin and she doesn't have a lot of spread to her, which makes it even worse when you're trying to increase your damage output against bosses who move all over the screen. It just becomes really difficult to play as Marissa, and as a Marissa fan, I really don't like that. I think there are a few people who've installed the game. Although apparently from what I briefly read, some of the discs have nothing on it, which I'm not sure if it's true, but it's funny. Gosh, yeah. That's kind of bad. At the same time, yeah, people are starting to get it. I am probably going to sign off of YouTube for the rest of the night after I'm done with this stream, and I'm gonna stick to One Piece, baby. I'm gonna watch some One Piece. Oh yeah. Speaking of One Piece, episode 49. Already catching close to my friend Revan, who is on episode 200, and I can confidently say and answer the question that I put out during the Touhou 7 stream on whether or not Marissa and Luffy have like similar characteristics with each other. I can confidently say that's not the case, but I like them both the same. I like the fact that both characters are very energetic in what they do, and they seem to be very beloved by other characters in their own respective franchises. So I guess that's something that they have in common. But either way, yeah, not much in terms of personality. I will say another thing, though, that One Piece also has this really cool power system with the Devil Fruit that really reminded me of how Touhou's powers worked, and that they can be very specific, but also very unique in a way. I just have a lot of fun watching it, and it just reminds me of things that I love. So I'm glad that I've finally taken the time to watch One Piece, even if it is going to take me like a whole 3 years to finally finish it. Those 1,000 episodes, baby. But I think it's going to be worth it. I've seen a few spoilers, none of which I'll share here, obviously. Thank you very much. Thank you, Innocent. Yeah, I don't know anything about characters, music, or anything like that. And thankfully, I'm in a couple of Touhou servers that have pretty much banned spoilers. Or the one that I'm currently in that I really like, they're not even talking about it. Because they know some people don't want to know about it until they can get their hands on the game. Considering I don't know anything, my predictions for Touhou 19 is that we are going to see Yachier, or at the very least, we're going to see a new subordinate of Yachier. We're going to see an otter character. I am still holding on to the theory that this game is going to have characters based around the Zodiac. So we may end up getting a dragon character. A dragon is neat, because we haven't actually gotten a dragon character. I know like people were thinking a dragon would appear in Touhou 18 because of the whole dragon caverns, and Momoyo being a dragon eater. She's not a dragon, but she is a dragon eater. So we were close, but no dice. But yeah, I'm thinking we're going to see a dragon. Some people were theorizing that a monkey was on the casing of the game. But I honestly couldn't tell who was on the case. I know it was like new characters, but I just can't tell what they are, what they even are supposed to represent. Maybe animals. I mean, obviously animals, but... Also, I can't believe I didn't say this. We're going to see the final faction, the final Animal Realm faction. The fourth super secret evil faction who specializes in poison. That was like the first thing I thought about when the game was announced and we learned about it. Like, this game is going to deal with the events that happened in 17 and 18, and we're going to have the Animal Realm vying for an incident. Of course they would have the fourth faction being there in some form or fashion. And for the longest time, people thought we would never see Totetsu. And yet here we are in a world where she showed up in a spin-off game, and it was awesome. I feel like Zune's storytelling... I'm confident in Zune's ability to tell stories, that we will see some sort of conclusion to the whole fourth secret Animal Realm faction. It's gotta happen eventually, and this seems like the game to prove it. Right, I can't believe I completely forgot that Yachier is technically a half-dragon. People have been describing her as like a tortoise and a deer for the longest time, and I knew that she was a dragon from day one. I just, that whole tortoise and deer thing just sticks to you, so I completely forgot about that. That's good, that's good. Yeah, people have theorized maybe Sun Wukong inspired a character. We could always use another Chinese representative. I would like that. I would honestly like that. And since So Seiran is a character in the game, and she has a connection to the moon. Like, this was all stuff that was announced in the trial we learned about in the trial. The Lunarians seem to have some sort of play in all this as well, with Seiran being there, and she's carrying some sort of orb with a mysterious power. I'm thinking that since Junko and Chang'e are Chinese inspired, we might actually get Sun Wukong because of that. That would actually be a neat way to tie in the whole monkey part of the zodiac, so that we can have all the characters who represent the zodiac and also include Sun Wukong. I'm just peeking in spoiler channels to see if the game's been shared yet, as I don't mind spoilers as much personally. That's fine. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen a long-running saga like this, since the Moria Shrine / religious war stuff. Yeah, actually the urban legend stuff was kind of like a long-running saga, because the urban legend stuff was tied in with the Lunarian stuff in Touhou 15, and that resulted in events happening not only in the manga, the urban legends affecting the manga stories, but also Antinomy of Common Flower. That was a result of the urban legends taking form. I'm trying to remember if 17.5 had any sort of connection to all this. I think the only one is that Jun and Shion were there. It didn't really have much connections in terms of that arc. Also, Tenchi's character and reasons for being an antinomy were ripped straight out of the manga, so it was almost like a full-on continuation of what Tenchi has been up to there. But you're right. I feel like 17 and 18 being important to the plot of 19 is a good way to segue into a new arc. A new, like, big running story arc. Because now with the ability cards being as big as ever and still being used even into Touhou 19, and also the animal realm still being out there doing what they doing, scheming what they scheming, I feel like we can get something here. I feel like something good is gonna happen. Something big is gonna happen in 19 that will shake up the overall progress that the series is going with. Because not for nothing, when I read the dialogue from Reimu's story in that game, I felt like Marissa had some ulterior motives, and there were some really big consequences to what she's trying to do, or what everyone's trying to do, really. The fact that the entire Gensokyo has lost its ownership, it can lead into something really big happening. That's true, the urban legend was also long running. Yeah. Also, we still need to settle all the events that have happened in the Detective Satori manga. Because let's be honest, a lot of stuff has happened in that manga that I don't think we can really resolve much unless there's like... It's really complicated to talk about because I haven't read the manga yet. I've only known about it from the word of mouth. I know what's going on in the manga. I know that a lot of characters have been suffering from this sort of amnesiac state, or not amnesiac, it's a comatose state, where they've lost their ability to wake up due to the villain in that manga. And wow, that went really fast. And I'm not sure how Zun is going to solve this. Like, will he basically just hand wave everything to be like, oh, this actually never happened, and everyone goes back to the way they were? I don't think it'll be that easy. I think there has to be some sort of stakes involved with the events of cheating Detective Satori. There has to be something that comes out of this. Like, I'm not saying a character has to die or anything, but well, speaking of a character that has to die, though, let's all remember that next year, Hideya no Akio turns 30. And as we've known since like the early 2000s, Akio has got to die when she turns 30. So I am legitimately curious on what Zun is going to do next year. Either he's going to hand wave it or something big is going to happen. I hope something big is going to happen. I mean, I don't want her to die, but she kind of has to. Otherwise, this is going to be a giant retcon. Oh gosh, moved way too fast. Still not a fan of the spell. And I just noticed that Alice's bomb doesn't really deal that much damage. Okay, so I got clipped by this spell before. Let's see if I can not this time. Oh gosh. There we go. Oh. We lost 1 life, but we managed to do okay in the final spell, so I'm fine with that. Zune casually dropped Misumaru, a character with huge lore implications, as a stage 4 boss. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's something bigger in 19. Exactly, yeah. The character who has like the biggest ties to the Hakare Shrine and Reimu's history, and she's just there. She's just chilling. She's like, "Sup, Reimu? I know who you are. Anyways, there's someone up in the mountain that you want to meet. You might want to go up there. Okay, bye." It's exactly what she does. It's on track though. Zune usually likes to bring really important characters as stage 4 bosses. Let us not remember that the main perpetrators for the incidences of Touhou 15 and Touhou 17 were both stage 4 bosses. Oh, and also Satori, who was a stage 4 boss, is technically the master of the final boss. So, yeah, it's kind of just a thing that happens. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like, it happens again in another game. Alright, Legendary Dreamland, we made it. Ugh. Uncanny. Let's do this. And to think, I practiced this place, this stage, previously. Like, while I was on break for the past 2 months, I actually practiced this one stage to see if the Alice line mod actually worked. Because I like when Alice calls Reimu a bitch, okay? I wanted it to be a part of the stream. I wanted it to be there. Oh, that's why people have been bringing up Aki lately. I forgot her deal. Yeah, she's supposed to die when she's 30 as part of the Akyu bloodline or something like that. It's not Akyu bloodline. It's the I forget the name of her family, but yeah, she's canonically supposed to die when she's 30 years old, and she is currently in real lifetime 29. And we've established that Touhou has a fixed timeline that is in sync with our real world. Events happening at the same time as when games get released. Which is why, you know, the lunar landing, Iki referencing 60 years ago, a big event happened, which was World War II, Shimada being a placeholder for COVID. that's a long-running theory that I still believe in myself. But yeah, if Akyu does not die next year, there's going to be a lot of angry people. At the very least, a lot of disappointed people. At the very least, we will be getting a lot of doujins that will bring up the topic. And let me just say, Touhou doujins, outside of, you know, the sus field, because I don't look at anything sus related with Touhou. I just feel it's bleh. Normal doujins that tell normal stories. Touhou doujins are amazing. Because they take concepts that are from the actual lore and original games, and they just run with it, and it's such interesting tales. I remember this one doujin where it's basically, what if Yukari and Yuka met and they battled? And it was such an interesting thing to witness. And it's something you would never see in the actual canon. Or just slice of life stuff, like Sakuya going to Marissa's house and trying to figure out like what certain items do, because that's a doujin, and I love that type of stuff. I love reading it, I love watching it, it's fun. It's one of the reasons why I really want to get into the Touhou mangas. I haven't yet, because I just haven't. I'm saving them for when I get to the point in canon where they actually take place in. So if anything, after this game, I'm probably going to be reading Silent Sinner in Blue. and finally figure out, like, what's the deal with the Watatsuki sisters, because everyone hates them, and I mean, yeah, they're Mary Sue's. Heck, even I don't really like them all that much. This was a bad start. I'm not a fan of Mary Sue's, but I want to know exactly, like, what they do in the mangas. I want to experience it for myself. I am super excited to get to the Wild and Horn Hermit stuff, though. Kazan is like a character that I have been fascinated with ever since 10 Desires got released, and I want to know more about her. She seems really cool in the fighting games. Gosh. She's not moving. She not moving from the corner. She not schmoving. Can I defeat her? Alright, let's see if the armor frames are still in the normal playthrough. I can't tell. I can't tell. I can't keep track of it right now. Stay in the corner. Okay, yeah. See, that's what I meant. I'm going to stay in the corner as much as I can, but when I get walled, I'm just going to use a bomb. And that didn't kill her. I did not kill her. This will kill her, though. This will kill her. This... Nice. Raymond makes me so tense. Damn, I never connected that the incident 60 years ago was meant to be World War II. It adds up. Exactly, yeah. I didn't know about that too until just recently when I looked up on the wiki about Touhou 9's story, because one day I was like super fascinated. Like, this game, I like it, but I don't really get the story. I'm gonna go on a wiki binge, and then I find out that, like, yeah, the 60 years thing is not only a tie-in for Japanese mythology with the seasons, but it also has ties to the real world, because 60 years ago, at the point in 2005, was when World War II happened, and a lot of people died in that. So it explains why there's so many ghosts. Like, it's stuff like that, where Touhou takes real-life events and makes it work in the world. It's so fascinating. Our world is technically canon to the story of Touhou, and it's fun to experience that. Same with the Secret Sealing Club or the Hifu storylines with Maribel and Renko. The only manga I read part of is Wild Horn Hermit. Well, I never finished it. It's a good read. I'd recommend it. Indeed. One thing you gotta know about the Touhou mangas, I mean, I know you know, Innocent, but for people who don't know, like, the Touhou mangas are not really much action heavy. They're more so slice of life. Unless you get to Cheating Detective Satori, where you get, like, a actual storyline where a lot of stuff happens, and it's kind of, like, really, really bad. Alright, let's see if we can do this spell. Haven't heard many great things of Cheating Detective Satori, but at the very least, it is not finished yet, so I am hoping that the ending will be good. We get some sort of payout for what's been going on. Also, spoilers for that I almost got hit! I almost got hit there! The Yang Yang orbs are making this worse. Up! I should have bombed. In fact, I'm gonna bomb right now. I should have bombed with Marissa. I should have bombed with Marissa. Okay, Fantasy Seal Concentrate. So with this, I just go to the corners. Small movement, small movement, small movements. I got walled. I'm sorry. I should have started from the corner, not go to the corner. Okay. Alright. I had the right idea, but I just had a bad start. Oh! I ran into that. Ooh, that was the death bomb. But yeah, in the context of Touhou 9's story all around is fairly simple all around, though, isn't it? Isn't it essentially Komachi slacking, Shikiki telling her to step it up, and taking the opportunity to lecture the protagonists? Legit asking because I don't remember. Yeah, so part of it is Komachi slacking, but it's not the ghosts being multiplied is not due to her. The ghost is as a result of the 60-year cycle which again has ties to World War II, also has ties to how the elements and season cycle works in Japanese mythology. It's multiple different factors, but that stuff is why the ghosts are multiplying. Komachi slacking is a result of the incident. She is slacking because there's too much work, and because she's slacking, it then increases the work even more, even more so than it already was. So, like, the flowers would still happen even if Komachi was working tirelessly. It's something that you don't quite understand until you like get to Komachi and Shikiki's story, and even then it's like hand-wavingly implied. Like, I get why you didn't understand that. I didn't understand that for the longest time either. All right, this spell. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't have any bombs. I tried, but I didn't have any bombs. I could have finished her off, but I was scared. Oh my gosh, we got the time! We got the time bonus! I'm gonna die! I'm so scared right now. I'm so scared. I don't know how to do this. Stay away from me, Reimu. Oh, right. She's invincible for 20 seconds. Bullshit. What a bullshit spell. Oh, wow. At least I got one. At least I managed to show off one last spell. Or last word. And I don't lose anything out of it, so that's fine. Oh yeah, I know the ghost isn't her fault. It's just not her. It's just her not keeping up with all of them. Exactly, yeah. The thing is about Komachi is that her slacker persona is more so. She does have slackish tendencies, but it's elevated it's elevated because of Fanon. She's actually a very dedicated worker. It's just that she takes a lot of breaks, which I guess you could call slacking in the context of her being a Shinigami. Sorry, Shikigami's a different thing. And Iki's opinions about it. But if you're asking like a person in real life, like, is it okay to take these many breaks? They would probably say, yeah. Heck, even a boss would probably say, yeah, because people need to have breaks when they're working, especially when they're working a very tireless job. Is it tireless? No, tireful job. Point is, she's very tired. And yeah. Komachi is a very fun character, though. Better Reimu fight this time, though. I know, right? We got more lives. And if I can do well at Raisin... I mean, yeah, I hope I can do well at Raisin. It all just depends on how she'll be. Also, I got really scared, so this phase of the stage is going to be significantly harder, because usually I take out these fairies as soon as they show up. Just don't run into any stray bullets. There we go. I'm hoping I can get enough points to get an extra life as well. Probably not, but I can at least try. I say as I let all those points go down the drain. At the very least, we can kill familiars really quickly. Okay, Tewi. We can make really quick work of you. As established in our last playthrough. Like, if I can play my cards right, I would only need to dodge like one wave of this. Oh my gosh, did you see that? I looked up at her health bar for a second, and it, like, half of it just disappeared. What the heck was that? I'm gonna have to look back at the stream later, at the VOD later on, but I could have sworn, like, a whole 1/3 of her life just gone. I think that was because of a familiar exploding. Could it be like familiars, when they get destroyed by your human character, deal damage to the boss? Like, that sounds like it would work. But yeah, I'm just confused. I'm just confused about what just happened. And I was so confused that I ran into a bullet behind me. Welp. There goes the extra life that I got. Oh well, okay. Raisin time. Let's go udonge. Udong. Udonge. I pronounce it as udong. I know some people pronounce it as udonge. Heck, I know some people who pronounce it as raisin. I mean, I don't see it. I see raisin. Mostly because, you know, Ray, like half of the word is Ray, literally Ray, which is a Japanese word, and people pronounce it as Ray, so... It's raisin, but it's just... it's raisin, but it's literally just a food raisin with bunny ears. I always had that meme idea in mind. Like, maybe one day I'll draw that or just Photoshop it. A raisin with ears. That's adorable. Okay, I died during this non-spell. Okay, good. I'm better off now. Holy heck, it's 5 a.m. here. What am I doing? Hey, Junkie! Junkie. I'm going to assume it's Junkie. Nice to see ya. Long time no see. I remember you. It's 5 a.m. What you doing up? You should probably be sleeping. I'm just playing some Touhou. I finally got back to streaming again after taking a bit of a hiatus. I knew that was a bad idea. The only reason I was there was because it worked in the last playthrough. The spell is significantly harder because I'm playing as Alice and Marissa. I can't deal damage unless I'm in the center. Trick is to just stay in the center, that center opening right there, and just immediately start moving downward when the spell is activated. Okay, that was just bad. Alright, yeah, this is a bad Raisin playthrough. I am not gonna lose all my lives to this. I have my bomb button at the ready. I am not going to lose to you, Raisin. I'm getting to the princess whether you like it or not. Visionary tuning. Curse you and your invincibility frames! Oh gosh! I was actually safe there, but I was scared. I actually thought I was about to spawn into a wall. Wait, would you die? Jeez. You'll most likely get another life by stage 6, no worries, yeah. Just so long as I play well. I shouldn't have said that. I probably jinxed myself. There have been many occasions where I jinxed myself. She keeps shooting like this. I'm gonna end up to the right side of the screen. There we go. Oh. Again, minor movements. Small increment of movements for this non-spell. I hate this one. Because I don't know how to deal with it with Alice and Marissa. Like, on one hand, I want to defeat the familiars. I thought I could get through that. She is causing me to go insane. You know what, screw it. I'm gonna bomb spam. I have all these bombs and not using them. Full power mode. Okay. I'm gonna try to dodge as much as I can here. And then I'm gonna start bombing. I'm about bombing. I'm about bombing. We're still gonna bomb. Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want them? I got them, Alice. I actually meant to use Marissa's bomb, but okay. At least I got rid of all the insanity bullets. There we go. At least we had 2 lives. 2 more than we had last time. Reimu. Yeah. Sometimes I say Reimu, sometimes I say Rimu. Depends on how fast I'm speaking. Alright, so it was Final B, right? I'm pretty sure it was Final B. That one before... Yeah, it's Final B. Okay. See, I'm glad that Marissa's story tells me, like, Final A is the one where you go chase after the person. and Final B is the one where you go blow everything up. Because in Yomu and Yuyuko's story, both options just say, do what Yuyuko says. Which is in line with Yomu's character, but still, that was kind of annoying because I couldn't figure out which one was which. Alright, Raisin, you go deal with your war trauma later. We have a princess to smash. I said smash, I meant to say... What? My game just crashed. My game just crashed. Okay, did not expect that. Well, that kind of ruins the 1cc. But I think I can make this work. Okay. I know! I can't believe that happened! Alright, new plan. We're not gonna do a 1cc tonight. I thought I had 7 lives. Why am I starting with 5? The poor wording was your downfall in the end. I know! The game knew what I was about to say. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Since we were literally there, we're just gonna do a practice. We're just gonna practice stage 6A, and then next time we do a Touhou stream, we're gonna stream this again, and we're gonna do a 1cc playthrough. I'm using 2 lives, because yeah. Rick, I may not... Oh wait, that's 6A, not 6B. I meant return to title. Actually, next stream will most likely be Touhou 19, not Touhou 8. And we'll probably move on to Touhou 9 if I can finish this. If not, then we'll do another playthrough with Marissa. Alright, 6B. This is where we died in the first playthrough. And I almost died again. Because those bullets are so fast. Wait, it gave me 7 lives. Screw it, okay. Doesn't matter. 5 impossible requests. We're just gonna do the stage. And we'll try to do a 1cc eventually. I will return to this game. I'm gonna return to all the Touhou games that I play. And potentially, like, do extra stuff for them. I still need to complete the extra stages after all. I was so close to beating Ran in Touhou 7. I actually got to her survival spell. Her second to last spell. And I was close. I was dang close. The only problem is I was getting really tired at the time, so I couldn't deal with any more Ran. Now Flandre. Flandre was a different story. I got as far as Maze of Love. Jeez. I told her not to let them come this way. What? I didn't know that. Feels like we're headed in the right direction. Flandre's Maze of Love made me quit. Did I just kill all the familiars there? Jeez. Here's Erin and her bubble bullets again. Hey. Medicine sign, galaxy in a pot. Okay, I wasn't paying attention there. Now, it was at this point that I probably would have lost the 1cc. Wow, that is... It really pains me how I did so well with Yuyuko and Yomu, and now when I'm actually using characters that I'm good at, or theoretically good at, I just suck at them. It's so bad. Have you completed any extras? Sadly, no. Again, I got close to Ran, just 2 spells, but no dice. I'm hoping that once I finish all the 1cc's of Touhou games, I'll go back to the extra stages and deal with them. And Ran will probably be the first. I know, right? I suck at death bombing. Hello, Green. Yeah, it's good to be back. It's been like 2 months since I streamed something. Now I have some free time. Yes, it's quite simply the full moon. It's the princess who saved Erin. A true magic power that you all gazed at for hundreds, no thousands of years. Marissa, that full moon is dangerous. That's no moon, Alice. That's a space station. Are you half asleep saying that? Perhaps you can't see them yourself, but there are a ridiculous number of full moon beams falling on us now. Beams, you say? Don't call it weird names. The Sinner of Eternity and Instantaneous, Kaguya Horizon. Now the original power of the moon has been revived. This moon with no impurity throws its pale light upon an earth with no impurity. So yeah, this is in fact Kaguya. Also, hi Spirit. I don't remember the last time I spoke with you. I know, right? I don't remember either, but I do remember you. It's nice to see you again, Junki. I hope things have been well for you. The light is an ancient memory, forgotten even by the superior Lunarians. In short, they're full moon beams. I can't see them, but I can feel them slapping me down. At this rate, ordinary humans would go insane in less than 5 minutes. Are you okay, Marissa? I'm used to being insane. Fitting. But what's up with all this anyhow? Also, I think I'm still angry, so I'm gonna go back to normal. There we go. Why is there a full moon now? Thanks to Erin's spell, the pure moon and the pure earth have been isolated. By staying here, it seems I can hide myself from both the earth and the moon. It's essentially like a giant box, keeping the Lunarians out from the earth or getting to Kaguya. That's some pretty huge hide and seek. But while the spell of Erin's is perfect, I don't really like it. There's no one else here. No one visits either. I'm bored to death. An earth with no impurity has nobody on it. That's a very Lunarian-esque mentality. Yeah, she's not kidding there. Things have been pretty nice. Tamaku making sort of burned out due to university and community not being as active. Other than that, still love Touhou. That's fair. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes sometimes passions end up changing and burning out. But the point is that you are doing good, and that's good. I'm glad that you're doing good now, and you still have Touhou too. Otherwise, I don't think you would be here. So, a Touhou stream. I hate Touhou. You can play with this impure pair here as much as you want, and then we'll take you away. Well, since I wasn't born here, it'd be quite the challenge for you to get me out. I remember having another exchange like this long, long ago. I don't really care about the full moon. But this girl here won't stop throwing a fit over it being gone. I'm not just throwing some fit. If you keep goofing around too much, divine punishment will fall upon you. Divine punishment? That doesn't sound good. My stay on Earth is already a divine punishment as well, though. Yep, just like Erin, she is also a criminal, which is why she was called the sinner in her title. I know, whenever someone came to take me away, I gave them an impossible request. Impossible request? You mean if we fulfill it, we can take you out of here? Or, marry you? My 5 requests that so many humans in the past have failed to complete. How many of them can you fulfill? So if it isn't obvious already, this is Kaguya, Princess Kaguya of the Moon from Japanese mythology. The Kaguya. Her impossible request also being a part of her mythology. In the context of Touhou lore, the tale of Princess Kaguya and the bamboo cutter did actually happen. But with the Touhou character, more stuff happened after the story had ended. Essentially, she was able to return to the moon thanks to some emissaries who wanted to bring her back, one of which was including Eren. But along the way, they killed the emissaries due to Eren being the one who created the Horai Elixir, an eternal drug that would give you immortality, true immortality, that both Kaguya and Eren drank. Hence why Kaguya is on Earth as divine punishment for drinking it. She is now purely impure. I just love the spell cards, though. She's giving us the impossible requests that she gave to her suitors in the actual tale. And we're going to solve them. This is also an interesting story reason for why she's using the impossible requests. She actually has access to all of them. And the reason why she made these impossible requests for her suitors is that they would never be able to fulfill them, because she had them all along. I like that little tidbit about Kaguya's character. She's sneaky and conniving, but also tenacious and intelligent. The Buddha's stone bowl. This one has a bunch of lasers in it. I'm doing pretty horrible this battle, but I haven't fought Kaguya in a long time. Despite the fact that I love her theme song. Lunatic Princess, one of the best themes. I'm just checking in because I saw you were streaming. Gonna collapse onto my bed. Eee! Nice, Junkie. I hope you sleep well, and I'll see you next time. Good luck. The bubble bullets! Don't worry, they're not as bad as Aaron's. Although, that one kind of was. Yeah, I should also stress that even though I did practice stage 4 of Reimu, like a couple weeks ago, I have not practiced anything else in this game, and I did practice a lot for 6 and 7, so I'm a bit rusty when fighting Kaguya. As this battle shows, the robe of the fire rat. We are now in Inuyasha. This is a really bad spell card for me because of Marissa and Alice's shot type. I can't hurt her. But there's a lot of openings with the fire bullets. As long as I can get to the openings, I can shoot her down for a lot of damage. But then that happens. I had 15 seconds left too. I probably could have done that, but it would have been close down to the wire. Oh no, this non-spell. She shoots bullets back, or the bullets become randomized when shooting back at you. If it's one thing that I really despise in these games, it's dodging forward. It's dodging bullets from above and dodging bullets from back at the same time. It's so bad that I'm so incoherent with describing it that, yeah. This is what Kaguya does to me. The Swallow's Crowley Shell. Giant lasers with stars. Marissa, she stole your thing. That's just bullshit. Kaguya's pretty difficult, I don't blame you. Yeah! This spell looks really hard. This is gonna have a lot of practice. I'm gonna have to do a lot of practicing for this one. Bullet Branch of the Horai Rainbow Danmaku. I forgot you needed to get through that fast. Hey guys, look! It's the item that the Touhou Slay the Spire fan game is based off of. I love that game, by the way. The fan-made Touhou Slay the Spire game. It's really good. A recommended play for anyone who is into Touhou. Also, yeah, I am really sucking at this. I remember being so good at these spell cards. I think I did Kaguya's final here, like, without a miss. Certainly not on this save file, but in my other save file, I did this without missing. Eesh. Why does she have so much health? I just realized she has so... Oh, because I haven't been shooting at her. Yeah, because Alice's range is dumb. Not dummy thick, just dumb. Wait, I can destroy the familiars. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? This was a bad play. This is what I should have done. I should have destroyed the familiars with Marissa beforehand because she takes damage when the familiars take damage. Ah, okay. That's something to know for later. What the? I see. The ones who are stopping the eternal night. It's you two, isn't it? Oh, okay. She doesn't take damage for 20-30 seconds. Okay. End of Imperishable Night Crescent Moon. Kaguya has last word pseudo-like spells. Depending on the time you've gotten throughout your playthrough, she will have more spells for you. The half-finished Eternal Night that you made. And every time you fail at one of these, time will continue. I am not good at these, though. I am a scrub normal player, so yeah, I have never been able to capture any of these final spells. With my spell to manipulate eternity, I'll tear it all away. But thanks to practice mode, we will be seeing all of them. End of Eternal Night, 1:30. Oh, this is twisty. I don't like twisty. I don't like twisty at all. I don't like twisty that fast. The dawn shall be upon us soon. 3:30. Oh! Oh! Okay, that one I probably could have done if I knew what was coming. How's that? With this, your spell of eternal night shall be broken, and the dawn shall come. Kaguya's ability... Oh, end of an imperishable night, dawn. Kaguya's ability is to manipulate eternity and instantaneous. The reason why Eren is able to create the Horai Elixir in the first place is by using Kaguya's ability to create eternity. Hence, an eternal immortality. Yikes. And that was the final one. And so what's happening during these final spells is that she's using her ability, both her abilities of eternity and instantaneous, to stop the imperishable night, the eternal night, I should say. The spell that Alice had created on the night so that we could find the moon. Neat story detail there. I like that. I like it when they incorporate story into the gameplay. But yeah, that's the 6th stage. Yikes. That was a bad play, though. I was not a fan of that. I want to try her final spell again. Her Jewel Branch of Horai. Or Bullet Branch of Horai, technically. The Jewel one is the hard mode and lunatic mode. 20 to 30 seconds, right? Ugh. I also like her character art where she has the impossible request items with her. Like, they're on her person, and she's carrying them around all over the place. So, if I can play my cards right, I can probably defeat some of these familiars before they become too much of a problem. Yep. Okay. I need to get up there. Ugh. I can never zigzag through those lines. But I think I got a play here. If I can just get to the center, I will be fine. And just dodge upward slowly. Ah, I stayed there for too long. Okay. This is really hurting the hands. Just destroy as many of the familiars as I can on this side. Yeah, I went up too fast. I went up there too fast. I should have stayed at the bottom a little bit longer. Well, what the heck happened there? Oh, I think I get it. Yeah, during that one, during the first barrage of bullets here, these rainbow bullets, I have to stay in one spot. Otherwise, they will start curving in weird ways, and that is not good. Gosh, I'm way too close to the corner there. Oh gosh, I made a mistake. Can I get back? Okay. I'm destroyed. Okay. I only have to deal with the left side now. Or, you know, both, because, yeah. Yeah. Screw it. Okay. The very beginning of the spell, those bullets are aimed. Yeah. Good to know. Okay. So if you're anywhere but the bottom of the screen, it's going to spread out. So I should definitely just stay at the bottom. Don't try to get to the top. There was no reason to get to the top anyways. Like that just makes more problems for me. So the trick is with Marissa and Alice is to just shotgun the familiars as fast as you can, so you'll have to deal with less bullets. Let's try that again. And just stay in the corner for as long as you can too. That was my mistake. I was too focused on shooting down the familiars. Alright. Now, I'm not sure if you have an answer for this, Innocent, but does the damage against familiars increase if you're doing the switch glitch? Switching to Alice and Marissa repeatedly? Like, do Alice's lasers deal damage to the familiars as well? Because if so, then yeah, I'll probably... I don't think I'd be able to destroy the familiars with just Marissa alone. I would have to abuse the switch glitch. I just called it the switch glitch now. That's just the canon name for me, apparently. I don't know if it has an actual name, but I'm sticking to it. Wow, this one is just staying. Okay, I killed the familiar. Oh, too focused on it. Yes, since Alice's lasers also hit the familiars. All right, good to know. Good to know. So yeah, I do have to abuse this glitch if I want to kill those familiars as fast as possible. Killing the familiars aren't viable in the slightest with any other shot. Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to do it with Reimu or Yomu at all. Heck, Sakuya for that matter, too. I guess that's just the thing with this team. They are the familiar killers. Can I destroy this one? Oh gosh, I'm in a bad position. Never mind, I came back. So yeah, at this point, I don't have to worry about the familiars. I just need to focus on the walls. Got it. When she sees the round bullets start to crisscross, she will start taking damage, by the way. Okay, yeah. So, alright, the logic here... I didn't stay at the bottom of the screen, dang it. Yeah, I'll just take the L. Or not! And they said Marissa was dummy thick. So, what I should probably do is just focus on killing the familiars for this part, and then once they start to crisscross, once the bullets start to crisscross, I just focus on taking out the boss and dodging. Yeah, there we go. I thought I was gonna die there. So now I have a lot less to worry about. Except for when that happens. Oh, yeah, we be gaming. Marissa Doobie. Why did I do it again? Okay, I'm a little too excited when it comes to shooting down the familiars. Alright. We're gonna keep trying this until we can beat it again. I have confidence. Come on, you can do it. You can kill him. Seems like the center ones are really easy to defeat, while the ones on the side have a lot of HP. Now look at that. Point blank range. And it still took a bit to kill it. The center one got killed first. The senseless limit. Screw it. I am still gonna dodge, though. Like, I should still pay attention to trying to dodge. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so just focus on dodging. That's what I need to do. Touhou 19 is out today. Yeah! Finally. No spoilers. I'm gonna play that for my next stream session. Let's try that again. I can't wait to see what's in Touhou 19. Yeah. I'm really hoping the Zodiac theory is true. Or we see Yachie. Okay, that was my mistake. Mulligan, I call Mulligan. I call the 14th Mulligan. Okay. I'm still on the lookout for download links. Yeah, same. Well, not same, but yeah, I will be looking out for them. Then once I get my paycheck, I will get the Steam version, and I'll be playing that with one of my friends. Because you best believe I am going to play an online Touhou game that has an online versus Touhou game with one of my buddies. Even if I have to force them to play it with me. Which is probably what's going to happen. Okay, so that's actually easy to get out of. And I can spend some time dealing damage with Marissa. So that's good. I see Marissa's shot is like spreading out enough to hit the other side, so that's good. That's good. Alright, I already dealt with most of the familiars already. So the corner ones really are just very tanky. They have a lot of health. Which, you know, I guess that's fair. Aw, I went up instead of down. I doubt there are any on YouTube right now, but I think there's some Japanese players streaming it now, so be careful. Yeah, definitely. Once I finish this stream, I'm gonna sign out and just not look on YouTube recommendations at all. I am gonna be strictly a hermit until tomorrow, hopefully. If Moria Shrine can get a download, then I will be playing it tomorrow. If it doesn't, then I'll still stay off of YouTube. Oh wow, that wasn't as easy as it usually is. Usually there's like a big opening for me to get out of there. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's not. I guess it just depends on my overall position. Yeah, going to the bottom of the screen and dealing as much damage with Marissa as possible down there is a good strategy because I can clear out as many familiars as I can. I can clear out at least 3 familiars, and if I'm lucky, 4. Ah. Alright, one more attempt, because I know I've got this. I pretty much figured it out, but I want to, like, really get the hang of it, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not enough to clear it once, I gotta, like, really understand it. And I got a strategy down pat. Except for this time, I kind of messed up there. I stayed at the bottom of the screen for too long. Alright, so we just deal as much damage with the familiars right now. We go a little bit to the right, and then we dodge a bit out of there. Stay as Marissa, deal as much damage to the familiars, stay at the top, go downwards, go all the way to the bottom of the screen, stay as long as you can, then go all the way to the top of the screen, stay as long as you can, rinse and repeat. Wow, okay. And, you know, not get clipped by the negative bullets. But in terms of trying to figure it out, I jinxed myself. At least I got a good song playing in the background. Alright, yeah, that's enough practice for that. I got it. I think the biggest thing is the restreams. The spell has tricky restreaming time because it takes a while for every bullet to actually aim at you and reach you. Yeah, that's true. Unless you move like all the way to the top and then all the way to the bottom as soon as you have the opportunity to. Even then, it's still difficult to do so. Good to practice it though. Alright, we'll leave the rest of Kaguya's spells there for now. You know what? We're here. We might as well try the extra stage real quick. The moon drives people mad, so after the events of defeating Kaguya, Eren, and everyone in the Iente, we get the real moon back, and Kaguya challenges all of us to a trial of guts. And we are heading to that trial of guts right now. Into the bamboo forest of the lost at a certain time. Dawn of Horai, 2 a.m. I do not know how this stage works. Let's see if I can do it. This is a pseudo-blind playthrough because I have seen this stage being played before. I just don't know how to do it myself. Oh my. Great song, though. Ugh, okay, yeah. That was my bad. That was a noob mistake. I just stood there. Ha! I knew you were going to be aimed at my direction. Usually these types of enemies do that. Eat! Well, good thing Marissa and Alice have that mechanic. Automatic ones OCC. What the heck was that? What am I even saying at this point? POC. I meant POC. Automatic POC baby. Oh gosh. I saw it coming, but I was like a deer in headlights. Well, it's certainly still aimed. There's probably a trick for that, where you have to like swirl all around the stage. Oh, if I use the switch glitch, I could probably get rid of all those familiars instantly. And it's a full moon, which means... Kane! You got some guts challenging me on a night of full moon. Well, this is trial guts. I won't let you lay a finger on her. On that human. She's trying to protect a human. So Kane now is a Werehakutaku. And yeah. Let's try that again. She now has her ability to create history. Still not sure what that actually means, but... you know, you do you, King. There's gonna be a lot of practicing involved with this stage. I can already see it. Thankfully, they give us a lot of power. It always happens. I don't really need to use the switch here. That's easy enough. People consider this one of the easier extras. I don't know if I fully agree with that. I've heard the opinion that 10 has the easiest extra stage. Although 10 is a pretty easy game to get through, normally. Although, I have conflicting opinions about that. The patterns are easy in 10, it's just the way you get lives and the mechanics are a little difficult. Okay, so aim part. I can see what you mean though by being conflicted about that opinion. The stage has a lot of fast, aggressive patterns, but it is consistent if you learn it. There's very little RNG during the stage portion. Good to know. So then all I need to do is just learn it, just like Touhou 7. I managed to learn Touhou 7's extra stage, no problem. Oh, this is aimed. I had a feeling this was going to be aimed. I kind of remember this. Old history. Past, old history of an untrodden land. Hey, Ichijou returning bridge. I actually like this one. Never mind. I don't like this one. I like it when it doesn't spawn on top of me. There was a game on the Xbox 360. It was a $1 bullet hell game, and I think it was called Vorpal. And one of the boss attacks was literally just Bridge of Ichijo, but without the bubble bullet. So I'll always remember Bridge of Ichijo for that. But at least she gives us a life. We got 2. Oh no! What do I do here? Okay. Neat! Okay. I didn't know how to get through that. Kane's a tricky mid-boss, but again, very little RNG. Yeah, she had a lot of stuff that was aimed at you, and Bridge of Ichijo just seems all about positioning. I just had really bad positioning at the beginning. Oh, another aimed portion! Which, terrible start. I had a terrible start with that because I was in a really awkward position where I had to move to a direction where it would essentially wall me. Oh, that sucks. You have to deal with those giant wave of purple bullets and then also deal with this aimed wave? Okay. Oh boy, Death Fairy. Is it going to be the classic Death Fairy where it's really difficult to kill and has a huge boss pattern? Oh yeah, it does! Kane has a bullet speed gimmick? But for her first and third spells in this extra stage, her bullet speed changes depending on if you're focused or not. That's weird. No, I had no idea that was a thing. Huh. I just knew that her bullets were aimed, but that's good to know. I'll have to look into it. There's a lot of stuff that I'll have to research for this. Ugh. This Death Fairy is also static. Oh, good. So as long as I know where to start at, I'll be fine. Sure is creepy when nothing's happening. Absurd, too. True terror lies beyond the fear that you expect. There's nothing more terrifying than a haunted house devoid of people acting as ghosts. There she is! Great character. Even night sparrows are silent in the bamboo forest. To think there's a human wandering here. I didn't think I'd encounter that glitch, that text glitch. Oops. Who are you? Marissa, this figure of the person of Horai, Fujiwara no Moku. I'm a human who's lived for a long time. Don't worry, I won't kidnap you or eat you. Human? Doesn't look like one. Her non-spells in the main gimmick also share that Aww, of course it is. That means I'm gonna have to learn those too. So much learning. Marissa, she's definitely looks human, but be careful. So what are you doing out this late? Harvesting bamboo shoots. Child guts. Marissa, you liar. Which of those? Sorry, I'm coming off as preachy info dumping. No, don't worry about that. I actually appreciate all the info because sometimes I go through these like without knowing how to do the spells, and I appreciate learning them and I appreciate being told or being informed about them. So, it's good. Does the human have guts or is she a fool? Like I had to straight up look up a video guide of the extra stage of Touhou 6 because I could not for the life of me figure out how to do Maze of Love, and I still don't know how to figure it out. You know, from this angle, it looks like Fujiwara is just bouncing on top of the moon. She's like pogo sticking on top of the moon. Take that, moon! This is where Kaguya is from. Not anymore! Does she look alive to you, Marissa? She looks dead to me. Well, maybe she just looks like she's not alive. Main game? Yeah, no worries. I got when you said gimmick. Hey, don't treat people like phantoms. That's almost correct, though. You can see through illusions pretty well. So, main game as in like stage 3. Depending on if you're focused or non-focused, Kane's non-spells will change the speed. That's new on me. Like, I didn't know about the extra stage. I doubly didn't know about the main game. That's a weird mechanic, especially for a character that doesn't have much to do with time. Anyways, Fujiwara is an immortal. She had also drank the Horai elixir as well, similar to Kaguya and Eren. There's a whole backstory relating to Fujiwara and her connection to Kaguya. One of the suitors in the tale of Princess Kaguya and the Bamboo Cutter, one of them was of the Fujiwara clan, and that Fujiwara was in fact Moko's father. And so she cursed revenge on Kaguya. And through a lot of contrived events, she eventually took the horror elixir that was a gift to the Emperor, became fully immortal, and now resides in Gensokyo, having an eternal bout with Kaguya, basically. Although in most recent canon, they apparently have become very close friends, in a way. Her stage 3 non-spells have that gimmick. Wow, good to know. I wonder if I can exploit that in some way. Maybe. Especially with this team, I could probably do that. I don't know what you're talking about. Who the heck would tell you his true story and make it sound like a lie? The medicine? You mean the horror elixir? That old thing. I used it all up a long time ago. Certainly I stole that medicine, and am immortal even now. Kaguya still tries to kill me, but it's impossible to do that. This stupid fight of ours has dragged on for over 1,000 years. Yes, enemies to lovers arc. Which is really cute. A lot of people like to think that they are just eternal enemies, like, indefinitely. And a lot of fan works portray that. But no, in, like, actual canon, they hate each other for this one game, and then Moku just mellows out eventually, and they just become like, okay, we're both immortal, we're never gonna die, and we're both more special than normal immortals. We're like truly immortal. So we're just gonna be like the only two people who will exist in history, or throughout life until, you know, the inevitable heat death takes us out. So why don't we just, you know, bury the hatchet, become friends? And it turns out they did. I like that. Also, Aaron took the horror elixir too, so I guess all three of them will, you know, effectively be together until the end of time. It's like a love triangle. It's a love triangle, and Aaron will always help them no matter what. To think that such a troublesome Lunarian would be done in by a team like this. It's been a long time since I had to confront such tough assassins. Maybe it's just your guts that are tough. So yeah, Kaguya sent us here to try to kill Moku, knowing that she won't die, and they're just playing around. This is just what they do. They kill each other on a daily basis. Well, they used to. My guts are totally healthy, not stiff at all. Thus, I don't need any medicine. The horror elixirs are forbidden medicine and should never be consumed by humans. With a single touch, you will never become an adult. With a second touch, you will forget all diseases and illnesses. Man, let's get the second touch at least. With a third touch, your souls will forever churn in torment. Reach for the moon, immortal smoke. Great song. Has a feeling of loneliness that is just so palpable for Moku. Anyways, Fujiwara. Really tough battle, in my opinion, because I hate these amulets. Ever since Shimata, I have never liked amulet bullets. Limiting edict. Curse of someone. Someone's name that I can't read. Alright, knives that are aimed! Suki no Iwasaka. Or Iwakasa. And just like usual extra stage fashion, she doesn't get hurt by bombs. She has a bomb shield, so we're sort of screwed. Yeah, I couldn't get through that. We tried. Moku has a lot of really nasty spells. Especially when you get to the later ones, and even her last word, which is... I have only seen, never played, it is a nightmare. Moku, like the rest of the stage, has a lot of aggressive and complex patterns, but most of them are learnable. Yeah. I feel like if I spent as much time as I did on Ran, which was like a whole hour and a half, I could probably get to like Moku's third, fourth spell card. But yeah, it is already getting pretty late, so how much? Yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. So this was a good stream. We have completed, well, not completed. The game kind of crashed before we could complete Touhou 8. But next time, hopefully, I will have access to Touhou 19. And then we can play that blind. I'm hoping either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. In which case, I am hoping that my theories are correct. But after Touhou 19, we will probably either do another playthrough of Touhou 8 to try to 1cc it, or we will move straight to Touhou 9, which is a game that I am really excited for because it's essentially just like Touhou 19 in terms of gameplay. But yeah, do look forward to that. T4S? What do you mean by T4S? Also, what does Zune say about my favorite song in this entire game, Love Colored Master Spark? At this point, this song isn't all nostalgic or anything, it's an arrangement of an old I was hoping he would say it's an arrangement, yeah. Story of Eastern Wonderland. I was wondering if this theme still suited Marissa, and what shocked me is that it totally did. It's rare to see someone so unchanged. Marissa has 5 themes, but I think this one suits her the best. Oh, thanks for streaming. That's nice. Thank you. Twitch speak, yeah. Sometimes I'm not really knowledgeable about Twitch speak. So, Marissa has 5 themes. Love Colored Magic, Dimensional Dreams, Witch's Ball, Love Colored Master Spark. Where does the 5th theme come from? Is he counting the Witch's Ball remix in Immaterially Missing Power? Because I think that goes by a different name too. Dance of Witches, I think. If he is, then that is 5 songs. If not, then that's 4 songs. Technically 3 songs because 2 of them are remixes. yeah, 2 of them are remixes. So technically she has like 3 themes, 3 main themes at this point. But anyways, Love Color Master Spark, my favorite Mercer theme. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about Casket of Magic. Yeah, her Touhou 4 theme. Okay, that makes more sense. Wow, I completely forgot about Casket of Magic because that is also one of my favorite Marissa themes. Huh. We'll play Touhou 4 one day, but for now we're just going through the main Windows games. But yeah, do look forward to next time. More Touhou. We will be playing Touhou 19, and that will be fun. So, take care, everyone. See you later, and have a good night.